You and me together on the open road, drop top the ceiling and away we go. No need to wait for summertime. Anywhere with you is like paradise. Feel the sun rays running through our veins. Yesterday's blues feeling miles away. Crank up the tunes on the stereo, sending good vibes here to Tokyo. Let's roll, there's no time to wait. So here's to the good times. Cheers to the good life. All we need is a little bit of sunshine and some company to feel alright. Here's to the good times. Let's get wild, let's get together. Let's get wild, let's get together. Let's get wild, let's get together. Here's to the good times. Cheers to the good life. All we need is a little bit of sunshine and some company to feel alright. Here's to the good times. Here's to the good times.
The hottest surf sports event of the summer is back. The Shaw & Partners Hayden Kenny Classic returns to Alexandra Headland from the 5th to the 7th of December. The world's best surf sports athletes will battle the break and each other for glory, a share of $500,000 in prize money, and points in the Shaw & Partners World Ocean Series. So get down to Alex Surfy and the Bluff Bar for the best seat in the sand as these surf sports superstars honour an ocean icon at the Shaw & Partners Hayden Kenny Classic. Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Alexandra Headland on the beautiful Sunshine Coast for the jewel in the surf sports crown, the Shaw & Partners World Ocean Series event that celebrates an icon, the Shaw & Partners Hayden Kenny Classic. One of the greats of surf sports, witnessing the greats of surf sports doing their thing. I'm Josh Minogue. Joining me on the beach, Ty Dowker. Ty, Hayden Kenny, one of the all-time greats, and I think that's an understatement.
Oh, does it get any better than this? We go back to 1966, the first ever to win an Australian Ironman title. In 1980, his son Grant Kenny won the double, the junior, senior, and now a third generation jet racing as well. Right here on the iconic beach of Alex, we've had the youth this morning, and the prestige of this event is something special.
And it's the first of our big events this summer, our 10,000 point events as part of the Shaw & Partners World Ocean Series. We're kicking it off with an absolute bang. 5 years we've been running this event, but we've been coming to Alex for over 11 years. It just keeps on getting better, doesn't it?
Getting better and delivering. Now, conditions today are a little bit smaller than what we've had over previous years, but it's still very, very testing, in particular for the legs and leg fitness. Big run legs, northeast winds, side chop as well, few little potholes and pockets. It's a mix of ability in terms of fitness, but also skill.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Big program of events this afternoon. We're going to kick things off with the iron for both men and women. We'll go into the board, swim and ski races and wrap it up at the end with the ones that we absolutely love, the mixed junior and mixed open Taplin relay. They're hard fought. We're at the home of Taplin relay racing over the last couple of years, but they're the ones that everyone wants to win.
Yeah, that's right. The cream comes to the fore, doesn't it? 10,000 round, but also got the race one ticket. The under 17 stepping up the race, and there's some super quality in that youth. Big program ahead, plenty of fast racing.
We're here for an icon, Hayden Kenny. We're going to kick things off, and ladies and gentlemen, to start proceedings, could you please be upstanding for the national anthem performed by Curran Hardwick.
Australians, all let us rejoice, for we are one and free. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advanced Australia fair. In joyful strains thou let us sing, advanced Australia fair.
The voice of an angel there, Curran Hardwick, a young under-12 competitor from the North Burleigh Surf Life Saving Club. We'll see him go around tomorrow in the Race 1 Youth Junior action. But hello and welcome now to the 5th running of the Shore & Partners World Ocean Series Hayden Kenny Classic live from Alexandra Headland Surf Beach. We are today marking the first of our 4 major events, 10,000 points up for grabs. From the humble beginnings in 2012 all the way now, this season we have 18 events across the world. We've been to France, Great Britain, we go to New Zealand later on this year, but right now here we are on the Sunshine Coast with Alexandra Headlands, the Coast Club. This summer we're chasing all the points, the glory, as well as the $5,000 in prize money, the 2 Subaru Cross Treks, as well as that Surfcraft from Race 1 Surfcraft. Today, we honour one of the great pioneers of our sport, Hayden Kenny, as is the Shore & Partners Hayden Kenny Classic. I'm joined in commentary today by one of the greats of the sport, a 2-time World Ocean Series Iron Champion, Matt Poole. Isn't it good to be back?
Duff, man, it is absolutely fantastic to be back. The start of summer, here we go. We are 5 rounds in so far, but this is the big banger, 10,000 Hayden Kenny Classic. This is the one that the men, the women, they want to stand up. They want to put some points on the board for the overall series.
Well, that's it. We already saw the little bit of the program at the top there, but a bit of big program change for this season. This series has always been run for athletes, and the big athlete voice came through at the end of the year that we want the irons to go first so that we can see everything happen. We've got now joining us there on the beach, it's our Race 1 ticket champion, Mary Thompson. She's not too far from her home club beach of Maroochydore. She steps into the open ranks for the first time. This is her first ever Race 1 ticket, and it's a star-studded start list that we've got here. We've got the World Iron Woman Champion Naomi Scott, Lizzie Wellborn, Gemma Smith-Welch. We've got the first-year rookie, first step into the Opens. It's Olivia Clues. Emma Woods, the local hope. She was the champion from last year. She's looking to go back-to-back. Tiani Massey off her best season in 24-25. She looks to go. New Zealand Iron Woman Champion Claudia Kelly also in the mix. Lana Rogers, Sienna Bush off a great International Surf Rescue Challenge Tour for the Australian youth team. She looks to be a big mover this year, coming up the ranks. Grace Harris in the new colours of Mooloolaba. She used to be an Alex local. Watch for her. Young 16-year-old Jessica Conrad. She will be one to watch for Race 1 tickets through the year, but she did this all on her own back, qualifying for the open ranks. Electra Outram, our Coolangatta Gold champion, Bella Williams, Emily Doyle off a great season injury. She looks to be back. Dom Stitt in great form. Carla Papik, Caitlin Reese. We will see this name a lot this afternoon. She's in all 4 finals, so something to admire there. Lucy Derbyshire of Surfers Paradise, Hannah Scully, Jasmine Raywood, and like we said before, our Race 1 ticket winner, Mary Thompson. Pooley, what a list of women. The first 10,000 points, the Shore & Partners Hayden Kenny Classic. Who do you like the look of?
Yeah, Duff, look, it is a star-studded field in the women's for sure. The one sole Alex competitor is in there, and our defending Hayden Kenny Classic winner from last year, Emma Wood. She's certainly going to be one to watch out there. Low tide, she loves that sort of long transitions and running, but look, my favourite for the moment, I can't go past Naomi Scott, ski swim board. She's the current Australian board race champion, and she's got a very, very strong ski and swim leg to open up with. So I'm going to lock in Scotty for my favourite, and then my roughie, I'm going to go Jazzy Raywood, ski swim board again. 2 great legs to kick it off. Who you like?
Well, yeah, you can pick Naomi Scott there. She's the defending champion. And Jazzy Raywood, she has been one that has been in great form. And I think with these conditions, something that's been missing from her arsenal for a little while is those surf skills. So with these 1 to 2 foot windy conditions at Alexandra Headlands and the ski first, it's going to be great to see there. But look, I'm going to go with the New Zealand champion. I'm going to go with Claudia Kelly. I think with the ski first, she's going to set that up. She's also the New Zealand board champion. So that last leg, Electra Outram off her Coolangatta Gold preparation, she's going to be one to watch. But I'm going to go with the roughie here. here. I'm going to go with a roughie of Hannah Scully. She come off a Port Macquarie win. It's not quite the surf we might see her stand up there, but Craft as the bookends, I think she's a rough chance to take this one out and take home the 10,000 points.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You can't rule out Hannah Scully. And as Ty Dowker mentioned before, it was a little bit hot and flat earlier in the day, but we're starting to see that nor'easter pick up a little bit now. So coming off that apex cannon into the third, the girls will be chasing those runners, those nor'easters on the way home. So we'll look to see a little bit of skill coming in there, but I think it's going to be in the legs. When you just have a look out at the ocean there, how low tide that is, how far up those transitions are, it's going to be a lot of running involved.
Oh, you can see as well that 3:30 low tide booked in. These run legs are going to get longer and longer. So these finishing legs of these irons as they're away here. We have the start of the Shaw & Partners Hayden Kenny Classic. It's a 10,000 point event. Big prize money up for grabs, as well as the end of the season. We will see someone drive away in a Subaru Crosstrek. And right there, fast start, Naomi Scott, the world champion. She's a former Australian ski champion as well. She will look to get her defending season off to a red hot start. She moved south this year. She's gone back home to New South Wales, still racing under the BMD Northcliffe, and she has had an absolute flying start.
Yeah, that was an unbelievable start there from Scotty. She is on the outside though, so she's going to want to get off the beach quick and try and push them down a little bit, as we can see now. Tiani Massey and Lizzie Wellborn just starting to come up alongside her. That's going to push her maybe 5 or 6 wide when you come into those cans. If you have a look at the top of the screen there, Duff, that's Carla Papak, I believe, on the red and yellow ski, and then might be Claudia Kelly in the middle there. So Scotty's going to want to move up the outside if she doesn't want to be a 6 or 7 person wide turn.
Well, you can see that fast start slowly disappearing as they approach those Shaw & Partners turning cans. It's Carla Papak that pushes towards the inside, and it's Lana Rogers. She has pushed herself right to the front. She's a former World Ocean Series champion. Claudia Kelly, we know the strength that she has in the ski there. Jazzy Raywood there also on the inside there with her Race 1 ski, just pushing through. Lucy Derbyshire also starting to work into it. She was the Shaw & Partners Iron Series champion from last year. So this is an absolute star-studded field, and this is what we love about the 10,000 point events. It brings out all the big guns.
Yeah, Lana's she's had a great start to the season. So, well, sorry, she had a win at the Wander event and the Coffs Harbour. So she didn't have the gold race that she was looking for, but she bounced back. I think she's trying to get out there and do lots of running.
Great runner there for Carla Papak off that turning can. She's gone, as well as Claudia Kelly. She's found a nice little bump. She could turn this into a wave. Lana Rogers taking a lot more of a direct line into that transition chute, but Claudia Kelly is going to pull down the front of this one, it seems. It looks like it's going to get a bit full on her. Lana Rogers is going to join. So we got here. Look how far they've already spread out, Pulley. They have opened this gap up massively in this first leg.
Yeah, as we said, those runners on the way home, the nor'easters, great opportunity. If you get to those cans first, you're going to put yourself in the first chance in the runs. And we can see there, Claudia Kelly and Lana Rogers have split the field apart because they got on those runs and they've worked that perfectly back to the beach. Just behind them is Carla Papak, but 1, 2, 3 have really spread out at the moment.
This is going to be a really telling point in this race. Early stages as we've seen, but Lana Rogers with this run transition is going to put the hurt into Claudia Kelly.
I just want to say, Duff, man, Lana Rogers has been a little bit injured this week. She's had a broken toe, so she was very nervous going into these transitions. So I was watching her there tentatively to see if she was holding back, but she hit the ground running on that sand and she's flying through that transition there.
I'd love to know what toe's injured, because at the moment she looks like she is absolutely flying. You can see the size of that bank there. As you can see, the drone shot picks it up. It is a long transition here. We talk about the order being ski, swim, board. We don't disregard the run leg though. These 100 to 200 metre transition runs, they are the 4th discipline of an iron event.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's great to see that. I just saw Lizzie Wellborn coming around transition. She's had a great opening ski leg. It's good to see her back. She's had a little bit of time off being sick, but she's back in the finals. She had a great run at the Shaw & Partners race week in WA, taking out both board races. So good to see Lizzie back there and up the front.
Yeah, going into the water there, 4th and 5th, Lucy Derbyshire, as well as the 2024 Shaw & Partners Hayden Kenny Classic champion, Emma Woods. The local crowd will be getting behind her right now, trying to push her into that, and she's got good company around her with Lucy Derbyshire, but gone right to the front and starting to just swim away from Claudia Kelly is Lana Rogers. So it's the BMD Northcliffe girls 1-2 at the moment. Carla Papak, I keep underrating her. I can't speak highly of her. I can't speak highly enough of her at the moment. I slept on her all of last season. She kept proving me wrong time and time again. She is a newly reformed Iron Woman. Her Coolangatta gold from years ago was not a blemish. It wasn't a fluke. This is the Carla Papak that we should be seeing for the next couple of seasons.
Yeah, absolutely. absolutely. I think that's a reflection of the good programming and good work of Michael King, the coach there at Burleigh. You know, it's really starting to pay off for Carla now. Like you said, Duff, she's been really consistent with her racing. She's very well rounded, got an amazing run leg, but certainly 3 really strong water legs. As we're seeing now, that swim leg, she's really hanging on to the back of Claudia Kelly, looking to make a move. She's in 3rd there. We can see Lucy Derbyshire in 4th place as well of Surfers Paradise. She's just starting to come into this race now, so we'll see as Lana Rogers is just about to approach this first swim can now. She's gone around. She's got a nice little lead on Claudia Kelly there. She's really broke it open.
Well, this is sizable. In the Shore & Partners World Ocean Series, we are very used to the sprint format. We look to aim for 10 to 12 minutes of an Iron Woman race, and right now, with a lead like this, it is sizable. It is telling. It puts shivers down my spine for what Lana Rogers might achieve in the Shore & Partners World Ocean Series this year after 2 event wins already.
Yeah, she's doing lots of racing, and obviously that's helping her with the confidence. As I mentioned, a win earlier in the Wander event and the Coffs Harbour event now. She looks like she's well on the way to taking a 10,000 point win here at the Hayden Kenny Classic, because look at that, just
Emma
along
Woods.
the back of the cans there, she's opened it up again.
Emma Woods with a massive swim along the back of those cans. So Emma Woods, she went around that first can in 5th spot. She's put herself into 2nd spot. So defending champion Emma Woods, the local help out of Alexandra Headland, she is starting to work into this race really well. She will come around that transition. She will hear the voices of everyone up at the surf club, the Bluff Bar, along the foreshore, and they will try to get her back on that top step of the podium for the 2nd time, 2 years running. But look at the lead that Lana Rogers has opened up. This is clinical right now.
Yeah, Lana Rogers is just absolutely rolling with those runners perfectly. She's taking it down with the ocean. She's coming in on those runs. You can see she's ending up a little bit more to the south, but with that, she's getting a really good run with those runners. It looks like the other girls or the rest of the field is trying to fight the ocean. They're heading back a little bit more north, but as we sort of said before, all you've got to do is get to the beach first. If you get your toes in the sand, it's a lot quicker than running than swimming. So that's the strategy that it seems to be Lana's going with at the moment, and it's paying dividends.
Yeah, she almost pulls over that little bump. This one looks like it's going to sit up for her. Could be a leader's way for Lana Rogers. She's just in a bad spot. She is going to pull down that one. She's going to try and milk that one as much as she can. She gets out of it. She is our 2024 Shore & Partners World Ocean Series champion. She has had the car before. She still drives it around these days, but right now she is on her way to opening her campaign with 10,000 points and $2,000 of prize money. This is it. She was an Alexandra Headland local from years back. She spent the best part of 3 to 4 years racing under the Alex Headland cap before she moved south down to BMD Northcliffe to train with head coach Naomi Flood. She looks very comfortable. That toe does not look to be bothering her at all, Paulie.
No, absolutely not. And you know, it's just a reminder, isn't it? When Lana Rogers is on, she can really just do damage. That's 2 almost near perfect races. The course strategy and everything she's executed perfectly. As we can see now, here comes the rest of the field. Now that looks like Tiani Massey's moved through the field. She's had a fantastic swim leg, but it'll be Lucy Derbyshire in 2, Tiani Massey in 3, and that might be Emma Woods there in 4 at the moment. So big chase pack at the moment, but they've got their work cut out for them if they want to get after Lana.
Yeah, a lot of way to go. Gemma Smith-Welch there in the mix. You can see Claudia Kelly. She dropped back to about 10th, so that swim there in that middle just did not work. We thought the craft bookends might be great for her, but Lana Rogers at the moment is gone. She has opened up a massive lead as we see Lucy Derbyshire and Carla Papik just entering the water now in 2nd and 3rd spot. Really impressed with the transition there from Carla Papik. She's gone hard out to get that into that spot. Tiani Massey just down the beach a little bit, but look at that. It is daylight right now. Lana Rogers, she looks like she's out for a Sunday paddle, Paulie.
Yeah, she's absolutely flying at the moment. Looks like she's out the back, making her way. She's almost already at the swim cans, and the girl's just going through the break now. So it's going to be tough for them to reel that lead in, I think.
I can't remember in conditions like this the last time I saw a dominant performance like what we are seeing right now out of Lana Rogers. She has a point to prove. I think she would have been very, very upset, and I think she was acknowledged how upset she was after that Shore & Partners Coolangatta Gold, that it was not her race. She's actually retired from the race at the current stage. We'd love to see her out of retirement, but right now, this is clinical. I don't have any other words to describe it. This is dominance, and I don't think we've seen a lead like this in a race this short, in conditions like this, in a very, very long time, if not at all. Yeah, I agree with that, Duff. This is textbook racing. I had a good chat to Lana after the Golden. As you said, as you can imagine, very disappointed with it. You know,
And she's just got back out there and she said, you know what, I want to do lots of racing. I want to get that confidence back. That's why she went down to Wanda. She did the Coffs event. She's getting all these little wins, and look what it's doing now. This is just some of the most impressive racing we've seen. But like you said, in a race with these sorts of conditions, to have a lead like that, wow.
Well, it was the length of the race one board string there that she has absolutely dominated this field with. And you're not going to get it very often where you're going to get a chance to celebrate up the beach and soak it all in. But she's going to get this. She's going to win the first of 4 10,000-point events. And this is a long way to going to winning the overall Shaw & Partners World Ocean Series Iron title and taking home that Subaru Crosstrek. One of 4 events. There's Tiani Massey pulls down a nice little runner up the back there as well in the minor places. But we know right now that it's Lana Rogers on the beach. She's going to take this one out. Tiani Massey milking that one to perfection. She looks like she's going to find herself in a great spot coming into the wave zone. It's not going to be enough to catch Lana Rogers as we see our winner here, our champion right now. She's going to get a moment here to really celebrate this one on what used to be her home beach. She raced under the Alexandra Headland Club cap for a long time, now under the BMD Northcliffe cap. She gets her time now to really savour the moment, but maybe rest up that toe injury a little bit as we see Tiani Massey. She looks like she's going to be in second spot, runner-up. Great points for her as well. But here is your champion, your 2025 Shaw & Partners Hayden Kenny Classic champion. It's Lana Rogers with a big smile. She takes the tape. She adds the 10,000 points to the bank. She cashes the check. She's going to be elated with that one. As we see Tiani Massey, the little engine that could, she just finds a way. She is the most resilient racer that we have seen for a long time. She punches well above her stature, and as we see the pink there, and Emma Woods there flying up the beach. Looks like she's going to round out the podium. You can hear the crowd in the background as well, so a good telling sign that it was a local hope there that come across the hero, Emma Woods. She doesn't fall too far from the top step of 2024. She rounds out that podium. She'll be happy with that result. Running up the beach, she beats Lizzie Wellborn. Lucy Derbyshire there in 5th spot. Carla Papik there in 6th. And for the first time in there, I just see the sunshine cap of Electra Outram. She looks like she takes those minor places. We've got our champion on the beach there with Josh Renault.
Well, I'm here with the champ, Lana Rogers. And Lana, I just said to you, all the boys who are about to go in were watching and saying that was one of the most unbelievable performances they've ever seen. Did you know it was coming?
No way. I'm just trying to get through with my foot injury, trying to get through next weekend coming up. I've got a big couple of weeks. So just to get another one under my belt is really amazing.
I want to go back a couple of weeks. The Shaw & Partners Coolangatta Gold, it wasn't what you wanted, and most people would have dropped the bottom lip, let it go, season over. You've had an unbelievable last sort of 6 weeks. You've had a couple of podium places in the Shaw & Partners World Ocean Series. Now this 10,000 point win. How did you turn it around?
Not going to lie, the crew at BMD Northcliffe did. My mum did, my sister did, especially Floody. They kind of gave me a reality check and I really had to lock in. And yes, I was doing the work, but I wasn't doing correctly. So I'm just trying to lock in as best I can and then do what I do best, and it's to race well.
Talk to me about this ladies' fields. It's never been more competitive, has it?
Yeah, exactly. Especially with such short irons, you just never know what you're going to get. You've got to be ready as soon as the gun goes.
What's it feel like to win such an iconic race on a beach you know very well in front of a crowd like this?
Yeah, like I said earlier in the week, I used to be part of Alex. Yeah, I wasn't here too long, but definitely I love coming here and racing well, and that's what I wanted to do today. And I did that, so it was really good.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Shaw & Partners Hayden Kenny Classic, Lana Rogers.
Unbelievable performance there from Lana Rogers out of BMD Northcliffe. She opens her major campaign with 10,000 points. She already has 3 wins for the Shaw & Partners World Ocean Series. She has a 5,000 point win, a 5,000 point win. Now adds the big one, the Shaw & Partners Hayden Kenny Classic 10,000 points. She's the 2024 champion. She is well on her way to getting her second title.
Yeah, Lana Rogers definitely wants to get her hands on the keys for the Subaru XV, Duff. It's just textbook racing, isn't it? She had that incredible season maybe 2 or 3 years ago where she couldn't put a foot wrong and was winning just about absolutely everything. And there we go again. We're just starting to see it now. Is it going to be another summer like that again? Because, as you said, she's picking up 5,000, 7,000 points, and now she's got a 10,000 in there as well. She's got big points at the start of the summer.
Don't discredit as well the runners up here, the podium place getters, because Tiani Massey adds a big point score as well, 8,600, and Emma Woods 7,200. So it's still better than a 7,000 point win. So they can almost take that away and go, you know what? I've just won myself a 7,000 point event, which is a good one to take for the overall series title. What I like about Lana Rogers' race, though, it's not something that I would have expected from her summer with a ski first to set it up from the get-go. She's not that dominant ski paddler that we would expect. Obviously, swim, we know she's a super fish. Board, she very much holds her own. But with that class ski field, you've got Olivia Clues in there, Claudia Kelly. You've got some great ski paddlers. Lana Rogers isn't the forefront of my mind when it comes to ski paddling.
Yeah, just as we watched that start there, I could see the black and pink ski in the middle there. I wasn't 100% sure who it was. They all change new skis each season. But we knew it was Claudia Kelly, and it wasn't until we got to the first can that it was Lana Rogers. And much like you, I was like, wow, that is a great opening ski leg for Lana. And you just knew she's going to be very hard to catch with 2 legs to go when she opens up with a ski leg like that.
As well, you can see there the great man himself, Hayden Kenny. He's there. He's got the podium presentation. So the great honour there from the girls getting to shake the hand of the great man, the pioneer that started it all, the first ever Australian Ironman champion back in 1966 on Coolangatta Beach. You can see the prize check as well. Big dollars up for grabs, $10,000 there. That's an enormous check.
It's a great weekend.
Oh my gosh, I need to get the togs back on. I think I need a bit of that $10,000. That is outstanding. So 10,000 points, $10,000. I called it as 2,000. I was well off. $10,000. Shaw and Partners Financial Services, they get more generous every single year. There is over $500,000 worth of prize money. Add on all the Race 1 surf craft that they're giving away as well. Mate, we've got some great partners at the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a massive summer, as you said. 18 events across the summer this season. We're about 4 or 5 in at the moment. So, yeah, look, we're just seeing it's going to be some huge points, huge prize money.
Look at the crowd as well. They're lined up across the beach at Alexandra Headland on the Sunshine Coast. Great hosts are the Sunshine Coast. They've had us there 5 years in a row, and they put on a great show. Not only that, they are very vocal in their support of their local heroes. So we have the mixed Taplin at the very end of our program. Watch for that. That will be fireworks, and Taplin Town love it. Now we're going to get a good view here of this Subaru Crosstrek that we've been talking up for this last 15 minutes, because it is an absolute perler of a car. The 2 winners of the Ironman and Ironwomen Series will get that car and drive away with that when they are crowned the champion from the Shannon Eckstein Classic weekend. Now, the Subaru Crosstrek, it's a symmetrical all-wheel drive. It's a 2-litre boxer engine. It's got the EyeSight driver assist technology. It's got all the whiz-bang technology. As well as that, you're going to look pretty good rolling into the Surf Club car park in the new whip. Have you seen the, what do they call it, the livery? Have you seen the livery on the car? It's the bright orange and black. It looks really good.
You can't miss it, Duff, man. I actually got to take it for a spin myself down to the Port Mac event, and yeah, it was beautiful. I was a bit sad to hand over the keys.
Oh, mate, I think you looked good in the car, but your time's done. You were a 2-time champion. No cars at your time. As we see Race 1 ticket winner as well, Henry Whitehead. He is one to watch for the future. And look, don't be confused by the size of the boy. He's only 16 years old. He's a young lad. He's an under-17 competitor. The way that the Race 1 ticket works, for those that don't know, they have to race down in the Race 1 Junior Arena. The winner of the under-17 Iron gets a Race 1 ticket into the final of the Open Iron, and we have been very close to crowning a champion of the Open ranks from our Race 1 tickets. I know a couple of the girls, Bianca Raywood, Pippi DePugna, Caitlin Reese, they went really close last year. So can Henry Whitehead really set it alight and win with the Race 1 ticket? As we see the start list now, it's Jackson Borg, top of the list, Nick Middleton, Charlie Burko, Odin Parrish, Ethan Callahan, the 2023 Hayden Kenny Classic champion, Matt Bevilacqua, Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic champion from last year. He's the reigning champion of the 10,000 point events. He'll be looking in great form. He's got dad strength now with Bo Bevilacqua watching on at home. Joe Collins won as well. His training partner out of BMD Northcliffe. Riley Harlan, another one of the young guns. Finn Askew, the world Ironman champion. Connor Maggs, new colours for him. Look for him in the Mermaid Beach cap. The local hope there, only one in here. Braden Casamento, partner of Emma Wood. She would have given him a bit of advice as he went in. Zach Morris, good to see the shrimp. Jai Timperley back in the mix as well. 21 of the best. We talk as well. We missed him on the start list, but Ali Day. He's announced his retirement. We will see the retirement tour of Ali Day. He would love to start his retirement tour in the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series with a win. The big one, though, the big out. No Ben Carberry, reigning champion from last year, the series champion from last year, missed qualification, will not take place. But we know from last year the disastrous start he had where he snapped his paddle at the Hayden Kenny Classic. He still went all the way to win it. So do not count him out of the overall series. Paulie, who do you like to look at?
Yeah, look, one big out was Ben Carberry. The other one was Cooper Williams, the local boy of Alexandra Headlands. With the ski order, a ski swim board, I had him picked up there, but that was a bit of a surprise. Ali Day, last year's Hayden Kenny Classic winner. we know how dominant Ali is. He's been a little bit under the weather. He's been a little bit sick during the week. But I tell you what, Ali Day at 50% can still win races. So, you know, you can't rule him out. The one that I really like the look of at the moment, he's young, hungry, determined, and he's just shown so much good sparks and so much good to see at this start of the season is Noah Steiner. I reckon ski swim board, Noah Steiner's my pick to get the win, and I've got Joey Collins up there as well. Looking at that low tide, you can see just how fast Joey Collins is. We watched him race at the ISRC the other week. He's electric across the beach. He's got a very good ski start as well. So my tips are Noah Steiner and Joey Collins. What about yourself, Duff?
Look, it's hard to go past the great man, Ali Day. It's a boring pick to take him, no. He will be very much in the mix, and it would not surprise anyone at all, not even your great-grand back at home watching on the YouTube live stream right now. But I'm going to go a little bit away from Ali Day. I'm going to go with another young guy, CJ Brennan, Callum Brennan of Currumbin Vikings. He's been in great form, and I think the way that he can set this one up, come off this ski with a good position, come into his favoured swim position, and then finish with the board. It also wouldn't surprise to see Joel Piper. He had a great season last year. But if I was going to throw a little rough chance in there as well, Nick Middleton, Noah Steiner's the champion there. He was fourth here in one of the 10,000 points events. He knows how to race in these big ones. So my little rough chance is Nick Middleton. But a star-studded field. You can name all of them. You can find reasons for all of them. We forget to mention Ethan Callahan, the Slim Reaper. He was a 7,000 point Port Macquarie winner. He was a champion back in 2023. That was the rise to stardom. I said it the other day. He was the boy that could. Now I think he's the man in the arena. I think he's the one that this season we see him become a man. We see him really take it to the big guys. He is the leader of Generation Next, and to be honest, it's starting to turn into Generation Now because he's right there in the mix.
Yeah, he's absolutely earned that title. He actually had his breakthrough major victory here at the Hayden County Classic 2 years ago with one of the most, again, an extremely dominant performances. So certainly Ethan's one to be watching in there, as we can see the men's now just starting to get lined up. They're almost underway. We watched what Lana Rogers did in the females race just earlier, Duff. She set it up so nicely in the ski leg. So the men would have been watching that and they'll be thinking, I need to get into this ski and get going. If you can get to that can first, as we talked before, you're going to get around the apex and into those runners first. And Claudia Kelly and Lana Rogers did that so well in the race just before this. They gave themselves every opportunity, chased the runs home on the ski. We've seen what the skis do. They just pick up bumps in the ocean like no other leg. So the boys can understand the importance of a good start, get to that can first, as we see Ali Day, Matt Bevilacqua in the middle of the pack there. They're going to be two that want to get, they know the importance of hitting that apex first.
Well, that's it. The start is so important. We watched Lana Rogers was almost first at the can. Claudia Kelly beat her out, but that was it. Race over from there. Fast start on this southern side from Jackson Borg, closest to screen. He has flown out Nick Middleton and Charlie Verco, just missing it slightly right through the middle of the field, starting to get pace up, and we saw that. We see CJ Brennan through the middle. Look at Matt Bevilacqua, absolutely power on right now. Dane Sutton getting left in his wake. Ali Day, the great man. New ski for him as well. New colours. Joe Collins flying. No, he goes to the arrowhead. He takes the lead.
Yeah, unbelievable start there from Joey Collins. He's extremely explosive. We can see him in the middle of the blue and grey race one ski. That is Ali Day just on his outside, though, sitting there nicely. Corey Fletcher on the right hip of him there. Finn Askew's up there as well. There's Connor Maggs on the new colours of Mermaid Beach Surf Club. He's had a great ski start as well.
Yeah, Kai Hurst, new coach for Connor Maggs, has put him in the pool and said swim, swim, swim. So watch for him in this second leg to really try and put the herd into the boys. But they turn that one there first. It's Joe Collins, the grey and white. We normally see him on the blue and black, but the grey and black is the new colours. Connor Maggs just up on the inside there. Ali Day going the outside line. Corey Fletcher right there on the yellow ski. Matt Bevilacqua takes a good line around the cans as well. Crash and bash in the back markers though. Oh, they have blown it all up in the back there. Connor Maggs about to turn here. Joe Collins though gets the first run for home. Jackson Borg finds a good line in as well. Get nice little runners. Matt Bevilacqua just tapping away.
Yeah, Joey Collins got around those cans unscathed. A little bit of crash and bashes. They collided just behind him, but look at the gap he split open because of that. Joey Collins is on a nice little runner there as he drops the blade. He's starting to get a few deep breaths in. He's thinking, you know what, this is a great start to the race. Matt Bevilacqua was pushing down to the south. Corey Fletcher behind, and Connor Maggs just starting to turn down now with a couple of runs.
Yeah, you can see this. These runs must be better than what we're seeing on the screen, because Lana Rogers did the same in the women's. They opened up the gap massively, and Joe Collins has just done the same thing there. He's tapped a couple of runs, and it's really turned into a really wide open race. You'd think on a short course like this it'd be really tight, but we're spreading out really quickly as Jackson Borg takes a different line into the beach as well.
And this is what we're about to witness now. You give him an inch, he'll take a mile. Joey Collins, the way he hits that sand, look at the speed as he's hitting the soft sand now. Matt Bevilacqua knows he has to get up to his feet. Bevy knows the importance of his, if he can hang in there and get up onto JC's feet for this swim leg, with the board leg last, those two boys, BMD Northcliffe 1 and 2 at the moment, have done a fantastic opening ski leg.
And these are extremely long transitions, but it reminds me of the Glenelg Sprint Challenge of last year, the 7,000 point event that Matt Bevilacqua took out in a very, very similar format. And so these long transitions might just play into Matt Bevilacqua. We should see Henry Whitehead there, race 1 ticket. He is mixing it right now next to the great man Ali Day. That's the race 1 ticket effect right there.
I'll tell you, that is an unbelievable ski leg for Henry Whitehead. The young under-17 competitor, you would have said the ski's the weakest leg for him. Swim and board to go, Duff, man. Let's watch him and see how he goes.
The slim reefer, Ethan Callahan. He is right there out the back. This is going to need to be a big swim leg for Ethan Callahan to get right back up to the top of the race here. Joe Collins, though, are we just getting deja vu? Is this just a different race in a different gender? Because Joe Collins has opened up a gap, just like Lana Rogers did in the women's.
Yeah, Joe Collins has copied and pasted Lana Rogers' course strategy or race plan strategy, we'll call it there, because he's doing the same thing. He's jumped into that swim leg and he's really starting to open up. Everybody behind is just in that big pack, as we can see now. That's Connor Maggs. He's going to be, let's watch that swim leg for him. Can he pull in Joey Collins? He's moved up alongside Matt Bevilacqua there now, and he's positioning himself very, very well.
Well, that's it, yeah. The new coach, new colours, and a different program. And I don't know, what do we see out of Connor Maggs this year? He was the Shaw and Partners Iron Series champion of last year. We know the young talent, he was prodigious. That Perth Australian titles that he had a few years back, where he won 9 Australian golds in one title, it goes down in the history books. But right now, it's Joe Collins' race. He has put this together. It's a master plan so far from Joe Collins. We normally see the ski transition from Joe Collins, where he has that textbook, that trademark run in and skim, but to actually do a traditional ski start and get to that ski can first, he just backs his explosive ski paddling, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got an electric ski start. He's very, very fast twitch fibre. He's hanging on very well at the moment. If anything, I don't think he's given up a metre at the moment. It's definitely Connor Maggs in second now. Moved up very, very nicely. He's just starting to get into a bit of a rhythm. And Matt Bevilacqua, Ali Day, Jackson Borg's up there as well at the moment. So these guys have just turned the swim can. They're making their way home now. But Joey hasn't given up that lead at all.
No, and after a bad season for him in the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series, or a poor season by his standards, outside of the top 10 overall, Joe Collins is looking to get a good start here. 10,000 points up for grabs. And these 10,000 point events, they go such a long way to winning the overall series at the end of the year, where we crown the champion. In the February event, it's the double header. It's a Shannon Eckstein Classic. We have the sunset on the Friday. We then roll into the granddaddy of them all, the Shaw and Partners Shannon Eckstein Classic on the Saturday. As we see the waves roll on through, I can see there Connor Maggs starting to make a big move now in the wave zone. There's one on offer as well, Paulie.
Yes, huge swim leg from Connor Maggs. As we can see, he's just swum his way.
Joe Collins missed it.
Unbelievable body surfing skills there from Connor Maggs. Wowee. Joey Collins was just a little bit to the north. He missed that wave. Connor Maggs, huge move now in that swim leg.
That is one straight out of Kai Hurst textbook right there. Body surfing masterclass from Connor Maggs. You've got a feel for Joe Collins. He put this race together so well. Got himself in that deeper hole. Just the luck of the ocean sometimes goes against you. And in surf sports, that's why we hold our breath till the very last minute. Coming through transition, no. Connor Maggs leads it round. Joe Collins is going to be hunting him down. He's going to put some work in that transition. He knows. But this is now the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series board champion of last year, Connor Maggs. It's going to be a tough ask to track him down.
Yeah, Connor Maggs has got an extremely well-rounded board race. So picking up now, it's on boards on the hip for Connor Maggs. He's down there. Jackson Borg and Joey Collins are chasing him. They're definitely close enough if they want to get after it now. The rest of the field just starting to pick up their board. I can see Ali Day's in there, Matt Bevilacqua was in there, Joel Piper's up there as well. There goes Zach Morris, our Australian board race champion. He's not out of the mix yet either.
Yeah, I love the intent there from Joe Collins. I think Connor Maggs was a little bit sluggish into the water. He missed a couple of good strokes that he could have had to really open this gap up. The intention there from Joe Collins was to be aggressive, to attack, to try and track down back onto the backwash there of Connor Maggs. We can already see as well Maggs down on his belly. He may be hurting. He might have put a lot into that swim leg to get him back in there, because Joe Collins at the moment follows suit as well. In behind him, Jackson Borg. We can see Parrish there. Odin Parrish having a great race right now out of BHMP, Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park. Steiner there as well from Wanda out there in the mix. Matt Bevilacqua there on the inside, the world board champion. So we're going to have a fireworks finish coming up, Paulie.
Yeah, that's Jackson Borg in third place as well at the moment. Looks like he's just on the back of Joey Collins' wash there. So Connor Maggs maybe with 10 to 15 metres. Joe Collins getting after Connor Maggs. He knows he can't let that gap get too big, because as we watched in the ski race, the minute you turn that apex, they're going to be on some runs. So Joey Collins still rating like a bat out of hell at the moment to get on the backwash of Connor Maggs.
Connor Maggs even knows exactly what he's doing right now with his race strategy and his race plan, or he is faltering, because Joe Collins is starting to bite into that gap. He has closed that down massively, and he has brought the rest of the field with him as well. But they turn, they'll feel the wind, and Connor Maggs will get the first crack at the runs. Joe Collins there, the New Zealand Kiwi, he's coming out. He had a great International Surf Rescue Challenge. He took out a couple of tests, beating out Australian club mate there, or BMD club mate, Zach Morris, but he turns. That gap has closed, Paulie.
Yeah, but all the boys are about to get up on their knees now. The last little opportunity. This is where the rating comes in, and they've got to go. Joey Collins up on his knees, Connor Maggs up on his knees, and there comes Noah Steiner on the top of that run at the top of the screen. Oh, Connor's pushing down a little runner here. Has he done enough?
That has been a little run that has turned into a big run, and that has been a big move as well. The power to get down there, it's not all but over yet. There's still a long way to go in this race, and there's waves on offer, and they're pulling down them as well. We've got two on that wave out the back. It's Joe Collins, it's Jackson Borg, and just like Maggs did to Collins in that first race, Collins does to Maggs. He pulls him back down. We're going to have a race in three across the sand here at Alexandra Headlands for the Shaw and Partners Hayden County Classic. Big burst there out of Connor Maggs in the middle of the field. It's going to be a sprint across the sand. No, Joe Collins gets the best of the run. Connor Maggs labouring just slightly. Borgie coming over the top as well. It's not all but over. Borgie still chasing down. Collins on his last legs. Will Borgie get there? Almost takes a wrong turn. He was looking at the wrong course. He's going to get there. He gives a little wave of the finger, gives a flex to the camera. He'll be happy about that one. A very deserving victory as well. Let it out of the ski. Had a bit of unlucky unfortune in the swim, but found a way. Winners do, champions do, and Joe Collins, a world Ironman champion at the national team's titles at Kurrawa Beach last year, takes out the Shaw and Partners Hayden County Classic. That is the race that we were hoping for. That is the race we got. We had leaders missing waves. Leaders missing waves. Backmarkers coming through. We had all sorts going on there, Paulie.
Yeah,
that has got my blood pumping for the start of the season. The summer is on.
My heart rate right now, Duff, is through the roof. That was unbelievable there. As you mentioned earlier, Joey didn't have a great summer last year by his own standards. This 10,000 win for him. He's a man that runs on confidence. You know what it's going to do for him. This is a great start to his summer campaign. Joshy Minogue's down there with him on the beach. Let's hear from the champ.
Well, I'm here with the champ, Joe Collins. You said 10 G's, you needed the money, but man, that must feel good.
Oh, my family's given some Christmas presents this year. Man, it felt good to be out there on the best craft, cutting through that wind. Race one, thanks for all the support. Shaw and Partners, thanks for all the support. World Ocean Series, you run awesome events, and so stoked this is my first 10,000 win. Had a lot of other wins. It's been a while between drinks, but it's my first 10,000 and it means a lot.
Talk to me about the race. You blew that opening ski leg apart, and that wave came through in the swim. It had Connor on it. You missed it. Did you think it was all done when he had 2, 3, 4 board lengths on you?
Yeah, look, definitely. It hurt me a lot looking at him going past, and I knew it. Riley was yelling at me as I was going through and ran around and saw him out there and really kicked in that back half of the run and caught, I reckon, 3 board lengths on him, but then, yeah, just knew as soon as we turned that can, I had to go to work if I wanted that.
And you come down a wave, 3 of you there. You've had calf injuries over the last couple of weeks. You've struggled with your legs a little bit. Sprint finishing against 2 of the fastest in the business. What was going through your mind?
Just don't collapse on me, don't re-tear. So we've got another couple of weeks of racing. And yeah, I'm stoked for that. I've probably got a bit more running training that I've got to do over Christmas, especially if we're having this long transitions, which I love normally, but coming off that calf injury means a lot to come back here and perform in a long running race.
Joey Collins, Shaw and Partners Hayden Kenny Classic Champion. It's got a nice ring to it.
Hell yeah, it does.
Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, your champion, Joey Collins.
Oh, it's hard not to love JC Joe Collins. He's always emphatic after his post-race interviews, and he always gives it a little bit. I did love the little tense as well. He goes, these are the muscles I've got. Look at these. So great to see Joe Collins take out the win here. Like he said, his first 10,000-point win. And we look at this, a New Zealand Ironman champion, a World Ironman champion. He's won lots of races. He's never had a 10,000-point win. They're extremely hard to win in the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series. He gives a couple of the young fans a bit of a dab up and a high five, and there'll be a couple of happy nippers there getting autographs later, that's for sure.
Yeah, look, it's going to mean the world to Joey Collins. It's the first big win for him in a little while, and he's a big-time confidence man. I had a chat to him earlier in the week, and he said, oh, low tide, small waves. He was like, bring it on, baby. He loves those long transitions. He's extremely electric and sparky, as we saw in that ski leg there. So great conditions, great result. He'll be stoked with that, banking 10,000 points in the overall series, as well as some big bucks. So
yeah, we can see as well, he's just chatting there to GK and just talking there, shaking the hand of the great man Hayden Kenny as well. So an honour, and we get to see this each and every year with the greats of the sport. Hayden Kenny just shaking hands with Joe Collins. We saw the warm embrace last year when Ali Day took out the Hayden Kenny Classic, and he was the one. He was the pioneer. He set the wheels in motion for the Ironman movement in Australia. And look, he's a great man of history. There's a little fun fact that they reckon he was the first person to ever surf Noosa Point and get around the headland and surf Noosa Point. So he's a man of mystery, but he's also a man of great stature, and whatever he was able to achieve in his life, he set the wheels in motion for us to be able to run the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series Hayden Kenny Classic. And it's a great honour that these champions, Connor Maggs, Jackson Borg, and Joe Collins get their medals draped over their neck. But
yeah, have a look at Borgie there. Got to say, that was we had a bit of a chat off air before, didn't we? And Jackson Borg just racing incredibly so far this summer as well. And what a finish from him, standing up there. All three of those boys are electric up the beach. They have a great last sprint leg, but Jackson Borg was really coming after Joey Collins. Joey Collins, very, very fast man, but Jacko Borg was not just giving him that win at all, was he?
No, well, it looked like as well that at one point Joe Collins took a really sharp turn that he might have actually been looking at the wrong finishing point, and that might have just slightly opened the door for Jackson Borg. Disaster averted, obviously, as Joe Collins holds up his silverware there, as well as the $10,000 winner's check, all thanks to Shaw and Partners Financial Services, and that's going to go a long way as the boys get their winning shots. And I tell you what, if the summer wasn't officially started, it is now, Paulie, and I cannot wait to see what the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series brings this year. Obviously, 18 stops across the global tour. We've been to France, we've been to Great Britain, we will go to New Zealand, we're going down to Adelaide later on in the year, we'll be in Victoria. We're going to be all over the country. It's going to be an absolute blockbuster season, and I think the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series just gets better and better each and every year. Yeah, the schedule of event stuff, they are great events every summer. So yeah, every summer it just gets better and better, Paulie. We're going to go for a quick break. When we return, we will be back with the female board. We can't wait to get the action underway again.
On behalf of the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series, we do just want to take the time to thank Shaw and Partners Financial Services and Race One Surfcraft for going above and beyond and providing our athletes the best possible prizes you could imagine. So to all of the athletes out there, best of luck this summer. And as I said, one lucky Ironman and one lucky Ironwoman is going to be taking home one of these and $10,000 cash, all to be given away at the Shaw and Partners Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic in February. So we look forward to giving away these incredible prizes.
We're so happy to have you guys here at Race One Surfcraft headquarters. I'm going to take you on a little tour around the factories to show you what we get up to here. But first, let's grab a coffee. So now I've got my coffee. We are in the Race One shop here. This is where you can come and buy all of your surf essentials. We have this amazing wallpaper which showcases so many great moments. This is our Race One Surfcraft and Shore and Partners boardroom. We hold a lot of meetings up here. There's plenty of memorabilia, as you can see. This is our amazing board showroom. They're just so great in the waves. They were actually designed by our very own Race One athletes in Matt Bevilacqua, Zach Morris and myself. So we've been on lots of boards over our time and we all absolutely love these and they've proven to get results. Thanks for coming on our tour of Race One headquarters, guys. We want to see as many people walking away with our Race One Surfcraft. We can't wait.
Welcome back to the Shore and Partners Hayden Kenny Classic. Here we have the start list of the Open Women's Board Final. At the top of the list there, it's the World Board Champion Lily O'Sullivan. Eva Ashworth there of Metropolitan Caloundra, super consistent competitor. Bella Williams, Electra Outram, the Coolangatta Gold Champion. Georgia Singleton, Charlotte Hart out of Great Britain, now under Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park. Watch for her, she's an absolute flyer. The three-time champion of the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series Board title, Hannah Scully. Our Australian champion, Naomi Scott. The 2025 champion, the reigning champion, looking to defend her title, Tiani Massey. The under-17 Australian champion, Katie Reese. Watch for her. She's a flyer. She's the lay-down specialist. Dakota Luke out of Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park. Sienna Bush, Mia Cook, originally Victorian, Warrnambool Bullet, now up there at her home beach, Alex. Watch for her. She is a rough chance in this race. Chelsea Wood, Kyra Bender, Freya Wilson, Millie Derbyshire, Pippi Tapanya, and one that we had great battles with. They almost 1-2, 1A, 1B all last year. Lizzie Wellborn. She looks to take on great friend but great rival Tiani Massey. The best series that we had last year was the rivalry between these two girls. Throw in the mix of Hannah Scully and Brodie Trinker coming really late, and it was one of our best series. We can see here no Brodie Trinker though, so bigger mission out of that star list. Paulie, who do you like the look of here? Who's your hot chance to take this one out?
Yeah, I think you mentioned a lot of them then, Duff. It was last year was a bit of a battle, wasn't it, between Tiani Massey and Lizzie Wellborn. Hannah Scully was in the mix as well. So, look, I'm going to go a little bit of an outside here. I'd love to see Mia Cook of Alexandra Headlands, young girl, you said formerly of Warrnambool, now Alex there. She's an incredible board paddler, so I'd love to see her get up, get the win, but Tiani Massey, I think she's going to be pretty hard to beat as well.
Absolutely, very, very hard to beat. As well as that, we've got our Race One ticket winner as well, lining up there alongside Lizzie Wellborn. It's young Coogin Pirate, Isabella. She's there. She's ready to rock and roll. She's going to be in the mix. We saw Izzy clubmate, take out many Race One tickets as we've got a fast start here as well. Lay down special through the middle, getting off to an absolute fly. Naomi Scott, the Australian board champion, also off to a good start. She is moving through that field. Dakota Luke also there, Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park. Electra Outram, watch for her. She is an absolute specialist on the board. She will be one to watch. Katie Reese, though, just out the back there. She will lay down the whole way around. And look at that, fast through the middle. Tiani Massey just shadowing at the moment in about third or fourth spot. The world board champion, Lily O'Sullivan, looking to go the long way around the outside. She's closest to us on the screen, and it's the world board champion. It looks like she's going to come out the best of the first exchange. Through the middle, is that Hannah Scully? It does look like it, the new coloured craft there, Hannah Scully. She's got herself into a great spot, but look at Electra Outram powering through the field. She was not in that position, Paulie. She has worked to that position, and she is not slowing down anytime soon.
Electra Outram is an incredible board paddler, Stu Duff. Do you know this year at the Gold, she actually had the top 3 fastest overall board time, male and female. She is an incredible paddler. As you said, she wasn't the quickest off the beach and into the water, but look at her, she's just powering now through the middle there. As we can see, Lizzie Wellborn, she was on the southern side of that. Lizzie has pushed up to the lead on the inside there. Tiani Massey alongside her, Electra Outram, and it's Lily O'Sullivan on the outside. She's going to be turning 4 wide.
Class always prevails, but interesting there, Tiani Massey. She sat there, she was in that seat, she was getting a good lift out. As soon as Lizzie Wellborn pushed, Tiani Massey tracked her, she shattered her, and she did not let her go out of her sights.
Yeah, a little bit of a congestion at the cans there. Lizzie Wellborn came out of that very well. Tiani Massey not so good. She lost maybe a board length, I think, out of that can turn alone. It looks like it's Lizzie on the inside, Electra Outram on the outside, 1 and 2, and they've got a little bit of a gap on the rest of the field. It looks like Tiani Massey and Lily O'Sullivan in 3rd and 4th behind them. So Lizzie Wellborn here, she's going to want to come around this can and give herself every chance at the runs. She was, as I mentioned earlier, she was incredible at the Shore and Partners race week, taking out both board race events over there. She's an incredible board paddler. She's back to her winning ways, and she's at the front.
Well, they're getting a nice little lift out the back. Hannah Scully's got herself into this mix as well. She's a 3-time champion for a reason. Lizzie Wellborn finding a nice little bump and a good little ride out of that runner there. Electra Ouchin punches back with the combo move as well. Here they go. They go 1-2 at the moment. Riding that one out really well there, Lizzie Wellborn. Look at the chase back in behind. You can see the likes there. Hannah Scully just starting to work her way into this one as well. Not the conditions we normally see her prevail in, but she is a class board paddler, as the 3 titles would suggest. Lizzie Wellborn just trying to work over the top. The conditions here at Alexandra Headland, super inconsistent. No, so this race is far from over.
Have a look at that, Duff. Lizzie Wellborn, champions always rise to the top. The way that she was surfing those runs and running them back up the beach was absolutely textbook. Lizzie Wellborn looks like she's got down a little one. Hannah Scully's on one just behind her there, but I think Lizzie Wellborn's done enough.
Yeah, you can see the moves there as well, coming back to the left. They know they need to be on that shallow bank in order to get there, but it's going to be Lizzie Wellborn. She's going to take out the first of these 10,000 points events. She is looking to get this title. She has never won a Shaw & Partners World Ocean Series board title, and we know, we call her almost the best board paddler in the world, but she has not won these major titles, so this is a great start to her campaign. Take a bow, raise those hands nice and high as we see the sprint finish now between, we got Hannah Scully, Lily O'Sullivan, Electra Ouchin. She's going to finish there with the Chalky medal, but Lizzie Wellborn, a 10,000 point victory. She goes one better than last year. She got pipped, and we can almost see it flip result. Tiani Massey there in second spot. Last year, it was the other way around. Sorry, Hannah Scully there in second spot, but Tiani Massey, a great, oh, I'm all over the place here. Lizzie Wellborn, we got it. Joshy's got her on the beach. I'm sure he'll get it right.
With the champ, Lizzie Wellborn. Lizzie, it hasn't been the start to the summer you would have liked. You've had some injury. You haven't had, it's been a bit of a false start, but to get a win like this on a day like this must feel good.
It does. This is my first major event of the season, and you never really know how you're going until you do your first event, so I was really nervous coming into this weekend, but it feels really, really nice to be able to get that win, and the board series of the World Ocean Series has actually become my favourite event to compete in. There's so many great female board paddlers now, and we have a great rivalry battling it out for those board wins, so it feels good to take the first big one away.
I think personally the ladies board race is the most competitive event anywhere in surf sports, and you're regularly at the top of it, but what's it like to have these ladies pushing and nipping at your heels the entire time?
Oh, it's so good. It makes it really fun, and like, I love rivalries where we really want to beat each other, but then we also really enjoy the process of competing against each other as well. Like, we're all great friends, and we won rivalry of the year last year, and I think we got that because we're so competitive, but we also are really good friends as well.
One event, one win, it's a good start.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, Lizzie Wellborn.
A true champion of our sport, Lizzie Wellborn. She's that is a well-deserved victory for her. We know she's been battling some health injuries and things like that through the off-season, but her first major event of the season, and it is a victory for her. She's looking to start her campaign strong, and she did exactly that. A well-rounded podium there with the world board champion there in third spot, Lily O'Sullivan, as well as our 3-time 2022, 2023, 2024 World Ocean Series board champion Hannah Scully. That is star-studded. And you look at the Chalky medal, Electra Ouchin, Tiani Massey in the mix there as well. Joshy said it on the beach. Lizzie said it, it's her favourite. It is the most competitive series that we do have, I think, in the Shaw & Partners World Ocean Series.
Yeah, definitely. Year on year, we're seeing the overall series is always super electric and exciting for the women's board overall. And, you know what, it has been Scully, Tiani Massey, Lizzie Wellborn, but we're just starting to see a couple of new faces coming into the mix. Electra Ouchin, then, you know, just an incredible performance, but that was just one of the most fast races. The way that those girls just attacked it into those first cans, I love watching that style of racing. You know, so often we sort of see everyone get a little bit complacent, sit on the backwash, and in their mind they're thinking, you know what, I'll have a crack on the way home. But now these girls are going, nah, I'm going to be competitive. I'm going to push up the inside. I'm going to fight them all the way to the cans. And Lizzie did that. She was on the inside, Duff, and she had to really fight for her position. She pushed Tiani wide. She got on the inside for that can. And you know what? It set up the race, and it allowed her to come home and get the win.
Well, that's it. And we've been saying it already on the broadcast, but 10,000 points goes a hell of a long way. And have a look where they've set the start line here, Paulie. A long way onto that sandbank. So not the traditional start we would see further back as we see the start list now. It's Kurt Murphy out of Swansea Belmont, Braden Casamento, the local hope, watch for him. He will absolutely fly, and he will have the beach on his back as well. Jackson Borg, Noah Steiner, Odin Parrish. He has podium after podium after podium. He will be there in the mix. Matt Bevelak with the world board champion. The Cruise Missile, Mermaid new colours as well. He's the lay-down paddler. Watch for him. He won the Manly Open last year. Dane Sutton, the Australian board champion in Zach Morris, Sam Harris, and Mitch Morris, the brother there of Zach Morris. Rolling on through, it's Taj Andrews, the youth world champion. Corey Fletcher, a past World Ocean Series board champion. Charlie Verco, he won the 7,000 point event at Port Macquarie. He'll be one to watch. He's the real hope in this one. Nathan McKenzie, Angus McPhail, Ollie Sharp out of the Coogin Pirates, Jet Green, Byron Diekman, CJ Brennan, and our race 1 ticket winner right down there on the southern side. It's big Henry Whitehead. He's back for more. He loves it, doesn't he, Henry Whitehead?
Yeah, he's got all the ingredient stuff. He's certainly going to be one to watch in the future. We saw him in the iron, and now he's back here again in the board. But the men about to get underway now. I love the look of Charlie Verco. He was last year's Hayden Kenny Classic winner. He was second overall in the World Ocean Series, and he was second at Aussies. But these sorts of conditions, I think Charlie's going to be very tough to beat.
Yeah, racing here in the Shaw and Partners Hayden Kenny Classic Open Men's Board Final. As we can see, someone has had an absolute bolter out of the gates there. He has flown through the middle of that field. Corey Fletcher getting a nice little start. We can see getting clipped there is the Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park, but absolutely flying out in front. Is it Maroochydore? I think it is. It's Sam Harris out of Maroochydore. He has found himself on the Travelator, and he has flown past everyone. As we can see, Cruz McKee just in the mix there as well. Zach Morris, Australian board champion. The field starting to come back to him now. Has he blown a gasket, Paulie? Has he gone out too hard too early? Because it looks like he has blown a gasket, and he's come back to that field super quick.
I don't know, Duff. He's on his belly at the moment, but he was absolutely flying for sure. It looks like, who's that on the yellow board? Is that Corey Fletcher? We're trying to get a vision on who that is at the moment. The yellow board at the moment on the inside there, just starting to get edge up in the lead. There's Matt Bevilacqua. He's leading out that northern pack in the middle there. So they're about to meet the north pack, the southern pack. They're about to join at this first Ken here. Yellow board, he's got it at the moment, but it's Matt Bevilacqua on that northern side leaving them out.
You see this quite often, don't you? That you see the two packs and then they tend to join in the Arrowhead, and as Cruz McKee starting to come through the middle right now, and he's going to try and get to that can first. He's going to try and squeeze Corey Fletcher into it. He does a good job of that as well. Around the outside is Kurt Murphy out of Swansea Belmont. He's gone a long way wide though. He went from position 1 to 10th in a flash.
On the yellow board there, my apologies. That's Wes Gould. Unbelievable paddle from Wes Gould on that southern side leading it out. So Wes on the inside, Cruz McKee beside him, but that's Matt Bevilacqua. Absolutely got a flying runner along the back there. That's what he does. 5 times Molokai to Oahu world champion. You give him a run, he will milk the ocean dry every day of the week. But he's first around that can, and straight away he's on a nice little bump there. So it's Matt Bevilacqua in 1 at the moment. Cruz McKee in 2. There's Braden Casamento, the local boy of Alex. He's in 3, and a couple of wide turns. They're coming on their way home now.
Yeah, I think Matt Bevilacqua is the best board paddler in runs that we do have in the entire world. But look at the wave out the back. It's fairly sizable. It's starting to give him a good lift. But Matt Bevilacqua has started to open up this gap on the rest of his rivals. You can see Braden Casamento just in the far shot. There's a bit of a wave standing up for Braden Casamento as well. You will hear the beach start to echo in the background because he's one of the local hopes, and he's trying to get down the wave there to chase down Matt Bevilacqua, but he keeps opening up that gap. The world board champion showing why he is the best in the world right now. Wow, and he loves these conditions. He's a good mate of yours. He's a training partner. He was a housemate for a little bit. He stole everything out of your textbook, but right now he's writing his own book. It's the Matt Bevilacqua Masterclass. Buy all your copies at your best Dimmicks, wherever you can get them, because Matt Bevilacqua, he's going to take this one out. That dad strength in full flight right now. And Bo Bevilacqua learns to clap. He'll put his hands together for his dad right now, because he's going to take this one out at the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series. He's going to be your board champion for the Hayden Kenny Classic. He takes a bit of time to savour it as well. The local hero, Braden Casamento, he's going to come across the line in 2nd spot. A big smile on the face. Charlie Verco looks like he's pushed up into the mix as well. The podium, Charlie Verco found a little wave on the inside, it looks like. Braden Casamento on that outside line. So a great podium there for Matt Bevilacqua, Charlie Verco, and Braden Casamento. We can see as well pushing on through the young man from Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park, but the world board champion, good friend of yours, he stole all your tricks.
Unbelievable race there from Bevy. He'll be stoked to get that win there. Great great way he chased those runs all the way home in the ocean there. And one of our other former hostmates, Josh Minogue, there down there with Bevy. So we'll cross on now to the boys for a little bit of a chat.
The man, Matt Bevilacqua, most importantly, new dad, first win with Bowie watching at home. That must feel good.
It is too. Yeah, there's a couple of seconds there, but yeah, it's cool. It's been great to have him on the beach. We went past our old house just before and been feeling right at home here on the sunny coast. And yeah, it's so good just rolling around with him this summer. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully more wins too.
A lot's changed in your life. Tasmania, the sunny coast, the Gold Coast, but one thing hasn't. The front of board races is something you've always done very, very well. As you get older, does it get harder?
Yeah, it definitely does. The legs are hurting out there, the Savo, but I was a little bit upset with that iron. Just tiny mistakes in this field cost you, so it was good to get that one, a bit of consolation, but you know what it's like out there, mate. We've done so many years out there in those fickle sunny coast runners. They're really tricky. It's where I learnt to board paddle well, chasing you, chasing Ali, chasing all the boys there at Mooloolaba. So, yeah, that was a good one.
And, mate, obviously a good start to your summer so far. The Shore Partners Coolangatta Gold, but a big couple of weeks coming up. Must feel good to be in good form.
Yeah, it is good. Yeah, just as I said, it's awesome rolling around with Bo and Brielle. She's awesome support. She's just amazing at home and helping me every day be better. And she'll be a good summer. Just, yeah, can't wait to keep going and one year after the other, and we'll keep going.
Well done, brother. Board race champion.
Thanks, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Bevilacqua, your board race champion here at the Shore Partners Hayden Kenny Classic.
Bevy, you want to go prezos?
Interesting to hear Matt Bevilacqua say he was chasing around Josh Minot, Ali Day. No mention of Matt Poole. Where were you?
Oh, I didn't have him in my favourites for the iron. That's why he's cut me out.
He heard it all the way from the Sunshine Coast. Your dribble in the studio here. We're going to have the podium of the men's here. Then we are going to take a short little break, but don't be alarmed. When we return, we are going to come back for the open female ski race, and it is going to be an absolute belter. I've been told that all the AIS kayakers that train out of the Gold Coast have made the trip up, and we're going to have a star-studded ski field coming up because all the kayakers have come out, all the Olympians, all the glitz and glamour are going to be in these ski fields. So we've got our presentation. We'll see Braden Casamento step up onto the podium there. You can hear the crowd giving him the applause. He is someone that is right on the precipice of really breaking into one of these major titles and taking out a big board race.
Presenting today from Partners Financial Services,
Really impressed me. He's racing over the last couple of years.
In second place to the Newport Club, Charlie Mirko.
He's just so electric, so fast. So Braden's having, he's really starting to see some incredible results coming through. And in first place, in your Shore Partners Hayden Kenny Classic champion from BMD Northcliffe, Matt Bevilacqua.
Yeah, we can see Charlie Verco has come from I'm not sure where in the field. It looks like he took the inside line to get that runner-up position there. But there you can see. There you can see the board champion there, Matt Bevilacqua, takes that one out, holds the medal up to the sky as well. The $2,000 winner check, the big trophy. Very, very happy man is Matt Bevilacqua. I reckon that bowl will go around Bo Bevilacqua's neck really, really soon. But like I said, we're going to go to a commercial. When we're back, we'll be bringing you the swim action. We got plenty still to come. Enjoy the show. Hello and welcome back to the Shore Partners Hayden Kenny Classic. We have the open female surf race on the line, and we have the absolute superstar, the hometown girl. She comes back for this one year after year after year, and she dominates. We have no start list for this one, Paulie. We've got our winner, we've got our favourite. It's Lani Pallister. We said, what's the rough chance? I've got my rough chance. It's the field. If anyone can beat Lani Pallister, I'll fall off my chair. I'll be shocked.
Yeah, for all the swim enthusiasts at home, this is the one race you do not want to miss. Lani Pallister wowee, this is going to be unbelievable. She was 100% strike rate. I don't think I couldn't even tell you the last time she lost a surf race. Last year, Women's Surf World Ocean Series champion. She's starting out at position 36 there, so she's down to the southern side. As we can see now, the girls getting underway. This is going to be a masterclass to watch.
Well, the quality of swimmer she is the world record holder for the short course 800 metres. So she is the fastest swimmer in the world over 800 metres. A lot shorter here today at Alexandria Headland Beach for the Shaw & Partners World Ocean Series. And you could probably take a little bit away from her, knowing that it's a big bank, it's a lot of run legs, but her skills are phenomenal as well. She is extremely tough to beat, and she just finds a way to the front of these races time and time again. You think someone's going to be able to outrun her, someone's going to take it to her. We see Katie Reese there on the inside shoulder of her trying to do it. We see the Coogin Headland Pirate also trying to take it there. But Lani Pallister will just open up a gap and get it bigger and bigger and bigger. And already she's blown the field apart.
Yeah, so many times we see pool swimmers come into these surf events and, you know, sometimes it just doesn't transition across from pool into the ocean. But what Lani Pallister has it. She has all the ingredient stuff. She's actually extremely quick running in and out. Her wading and dolphin diving is awesome, and she has great body surfing skills. So she's not just a pool swimmer. She has all the ingredients for a masterclass surf swimmer as well. As we can see now, Lani has got a stranglehold already over this race as she just starts to approach that first white World Ocean Series can. She's making her way. Oh, she's gone beyond that. So they must be going around the second set of cans a little bit longer. Only makes it, that only plays into Lani Pallister's backyard even more so. You do not want to be stretching out this race any longer if you were those other girls.
Oh, the longer this race goes, the bigger that lead will get for Lani Pallister. And like I said, we're running out of adjectives and ways to describe the performance that we see, because this is absolutely world class. Now, I'll put a bit of perspective on this, because you might look at this and go, well, we're in a bit of a Mickey Mouse league. Lani Pallister, she's absolutely making fools of these women. Lani Pallister raced yesterday in the iron heats. She finished 6th in her heat. She then went, this is too tough, this is too hard, withdrew herself from competition. So these are the greatest athletes we have in the world right now that Lani Pallister is putting the herd into. But when we flip the roles and we reverse it, we put her in a craft discipline as well. She grew up as a nipper, she grew up as an iron woman, she knows how to do it all. She found it really tough, and she finished 6th in her heat. So this is not just about Lani Pallister being unbelievable. She is doing this to a world-class field as well.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Duff. No, you can't take anything off the women in this field. They are top tier. It is just unbelievable to watch. The way that she's coming home there, it almost looks effortless. You want to say that it doesn't even look like she's bringing in much of a kick, but the way that she moves through the ocean, just every little bit of a run, she's just milking it all the way back in. That lead just continues to grow.
Well, off the start, I thought maybe they might go with her for a little bit here. Maybe they might stick with her. But like you said, the longer this race goes on, the larger that lead gets. But we start to look at some of those back markers and pick them up. I could see the Kappa Emily Holliman. She's a great swimmer. She's going well out of Surfers Paradise Cup. Sarah Locke was in there as well of Newport. It was Scarlett George out of Coogin. So Mia Felton there of Southport. So there are some great swimmers in here in those trailing packs. But Lani Pallister, I would say the lead right now is upwards of 50 metres over a 400-metre swim.
Yeah, massive lead at the moment. You've got to say Kyra Bender, BMD Northcliffe, it looks like she's just come at the top of the screen there as well. She might be starting to move the way up. It's going to be a fight for the rest of the podium. We'll have to wait and see for second and third, but at this stage, it does not look like anyone's going to be able to get a hold of Lani Pallister. She's just starting to enter that break zone now, taking a couple of strokes, looking under that left arm. She's going to be looking for a little bit of a bump. Maybe we'll even get to see just how some of those body surf skills now as well.
I don't know if the bells are ringing yet in the bluff bar, but it's about to be Lani Pallister's shout up there, because she's about to take this one out. I'm going to put it to Alexandria Headland Surf Club next year that during the open female surf race, while Lani Pallister's in the water, it's free drinks for everyone. And it only lasts about 3 minutes, but I think everyone will get their fill at the bluff bar as we see the superstar of Lani Pallister. She's going to take this one out. The last time she was beaten in a surf race was 2021. She's been undefeated since then. She wins, and she wins well. She does this to class fields. This is trademark for her. The hands above the head.
there, the nails on show. She just absolutely loves this stage on her home beach, her local club. Lani Pallister, you are an absolute superstar. So honoured to have you as part of the Shaw & Partners World Ocean Series. And we can see here the race for the minors. It looks like Molly Shivnan, after a great international surf race challenge, she's going to come across there in second spot. Emily Hollyman there in third is going to round out your podium. So some great results there. But Lani Pallister, what a superstar.
Unbelievable win there. Look at the way she's just casually talking at the finish line. She's barely out of breath, barely puffing. She's got to be stoked with that. What a win.
An enormous win on her home beach. The local crowd will be going off for her right now, and she is. She's just a true superstar of our sport. You can see her family right there as well. I reckon that's Grandma with her. Yeah. Josh, she's on the beach. Let's find out.
Well, I'm here with not only the champ, mum, godmum as well, but some absolute superstars of Australian swimming, Dawn Fraser, Janelle Pallister, and Lani Pallister. I'll start with you. How good is it being back?
Yeah, it's really fun. I actually pulled up so sore from the iron yesterday and swam pretty awful in the pool this morning with Mum. She absolutely put me through it up at Kawana. It's so nice having her back on the coast and having her back in this environment and back in Queensland. So I think it's incredible for swimming and also incredible for life-saving having her tutelage here. But yeah, it's always fun coming back. I think the longer that I go on and the longer that I kind of stay unbeaten, it makes me more and more nervous. But it's always so much fun to come back and have people like Dawn and my mum watching.
I think we just love having you here. We'll come back to you in a second. I'm going to talk to Janelle. What's it like? She's a lovely lady. She's a very good athlete, but raising a daughter like you have, it must make you so much more proud.
Yeah, someone said to me before that you must be proud, and I said I'm actually proud that, you know, the character of the person that Lani is. So I think that goes way above any kind of gold medal, world record or anything like that. So I'm proud of my daughter.
You very much so should be. And Dawn, how many surf sports events have you seen? I know you would have watched Lani a lot, but what do you think of this down here today?
Oh, I think the surf is fantastic. I've followed it for a long time. In fact, Hayden Kenny was a very good friend of mine when we were growing up together. In fact, he was my first boyfriend, and Pam knows that. But I've followed a lot of surf all the time. Even if I haven't been to the carnival, I've been watching it on television.
And what about Lani? She's a superstar in our eyes. What do you think of her exploits over the years?
I think she's been doing a fantastic job, and I hope she keeps on doing it. She got Los Angeles next year, and then she's got Brisbane.
Brisbane 32.
Yeah, Brisbane 32. I'm hoping I'll be here for that.
I'm sure you will. Well, thank you very much, ladies. Congratulations, Lani. Huge performance, a huge day. We love having you back.
Yeah, thanks so much. And I think it's always really important to acknowledge Hayden Kenny and the whole Kenny family. I think I've said it 5 years in a row now that without them and without Jet and Grant having to keep me in line when they were both swimming with my mum, I wouldn't be the athlete that I am now. So thank you to Hayden for having such an incredible career that Shaw & Partners and the World Ocean Series have named an event after you. And thanks to the whole family for everything they've done for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lani Pallister.
And the great Lani Pallister alongside great mum Janelle and the great of greats, Dawn Fraser. And when I said that was grandma, I meant them be like family. So Dawn Fraser, godmum there to Lani Pallister, great supporter of hers. And I can see the Daily Mail headlines tomorrow. Dawn Fraser, Hayden Kenny, romantic fling back in 1970, whenever it would have been. But I think they missed a trick as well. They would have made some great athletic children.
Yeah, you're not wrong, Duff. That was the star-studded beach down there, wasn't it? Plenty of swim celebrity talent down there. And look, Lani Pallister, what a queen of surf races. She's really just writing these history books, isn't she? Not a loss since 2021. And you know what? She's still young. She could be around for another, as she was just mentioning then, she's going to go to LA in 28, Brisbane in 2032. How much longer are we going to see Lani Pallister just taking out the major wins?
I think we see her dominate whatever field she wants to do for the next 5 to 10 years at the very least. But
and your surf race champion from the home here at Alexandra Headlands. Give it up for Lani Pallister. Medals are being presented.
I had someone message last time when I said she is the greatest of all time in the surf swim. They said, what about a guy like Kai Hurst? I said, yes, great. But the way that Lani Pallister will now dominate for the next 5 to 10 years, I think by the time it's all said and done, she will surpass Kai and she will rewrite the history books and she will be the greatest that we've ever had.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Plenty of years to go, plenty of racing, and we've only just witnessed some of the best of Lani Pallister. What an exciting race that was. But as we cast our eyes now down to the beach there, Duff, the men are just starting to get ready. We've got the men's surf race and also a bit of a superstar of the World Ocean Series. We're going to see in this final now, Hayden Cotter. He's going for his 4th straight World Ocean Series surf race title. So he's in the final there as well. Who else do you like the looks of?
Oh, I like the look of a lot of them here, but someone there, young gun, Stanley Jarrett. He's going to be up against it in this big field, but the Brennan brothers, side by side in the start list there, the starting order. The Brennan brothers are going to go to work right next there to the World Surf Race Champion, Zach Morris. Local champ here, Zach Tabuai. He works behind the bar at the surf club, so he knows this beach, he knows this area really, really well. Cooper Williams, another local hope, is a former Australian surf race champion. He'll be looking, but it's really hard to go past the 3-time champion, back to back, looking for his 4th on the run. It's never been done. Hannah Scully had the chance to do it in the board last year. She missed her opportunity. Hayden Cotter looking to start his campaign today with another 10,000 point victory, looking to go back to back. He was the champion here last year. He's looking to get his 4th series in a row. Do you have a rough chance in here? Do you have a roughie that you might see that hasn't had a win before?
I wouldn't say that he's so much of a roughie, but I want to say I like the looks of Cooper Williams. He missed the Ironman final, and I know that would have upset him. He would have been really frustrated with going there. I spoke to Jack Hansen earlier in the week. He said Cooper's going amazing at training. So, look, I think he's going to try and make amends here. He's extremely quick to that first can, so I reckon he's going to get after it now across this bank very quick. He'll be looking to go an Alex double. Lani Pallister into Cooper Williams. That's my prediction.
Yeah, we forgot to mention as well on that start list the young guy Jackson McCleary. He's just moved onto Wanda Surf Club under the guidance there of Nathan Smith. He was a star last year within these surf race ranks, but Hayden Cotter has gone off to a flyer. It's the Shaw and Partners Hayden Kenny Classic Open Male Surf Race Final. Here we will crown champions, $2,000 worth of prize money, 10,000 points. A long way to go in the overall series, but it's Hayden Cotter that has gone off to an absolute flyer. He is leading the charge out right now. Zach Tabuai also moving through the water really well down on this southern side, or the northern side of the beach, I should say. Right through the middle of the field, though, we've got 2. They both look like Manly. It's Manly 1-2 at the moment.
Yeah, Manly 1 and 2 at the moment. We got the Brennan brothers up on the northern side there. I'm just starting to see Callum Brennan might be coming into this race a little bit now. He's moving his way through the field. It looks like Cooper Williams of Alexandra Headlands. He's in there as well. And that of Northcliffe, that might be Riley Harlan. I'm not too sure yet. It could be Zach Morris. Is he in that final as well?
Zach Morris, the World Surf Race Champion, is surely in this final. He is. He's position number 4 on the start list, so he'd be a little bit closer to the screen, so I don't think it would be him. You can see that Thrash and Bash makes it extremely difficult to pick them up, but gone to the front. It's Jackson McCleary of Wanda. He's got to the front. Hayden Cotter, I should say, trying to chase him down, but Jackson McCleary has opened up a gap right now. He has opened up a lead, and I would say it's 1 to 2 body lengths over. Is it Cooper Williams? It is. It's Cooper Williams there in second spot out of Alex. So it's a local hope trying to chase him down. But Jackson McCleary right now has opened up a lead.
Yeah, that's a great swim start from Jackson McCleary. He took a win at the Port Max 7000 only a couple of months ago. Incredibly strong pool swimmer, and he really starts to come home on the way at the back end of this race. He'll really start to open up and find another gear, as we can see now. He's in a really nice rhythm there. Cooper Williams is just off the back of him, maybe 5 metres. So he's going to do everything he can to not let him get away at the moment now, because if it goes to a foot race, Cooper is very quick up the beach, but he can't let him get away.
Yeah, I don't know the foot speed of Jackson McCleary, but I have watched him in this position a few times. We remember back to the Swansea Belmont Challenge of last year, Paulie. He led in this position and they swarmed him on the waves. We hope it doesn't happen to him again. I hope I haven't put that out in the world, in the universe to manifest that. But right now, Jackson McCleary is starting to open up the gap there. You can see there, it's Cooper Williams trying to chase him down. You can see the Mermaid red cap there of Connor Mag starting to work his way into the race as well. So Hayden Cotter there in third spot. Right now, the three-time defending champion trying to open this one up. Tommy Ryan also in the mix. So big swim here. Jackson McCleary. Cooper Williams starting to close it, though. This is going to be tight towards the finish.
Yeah, this is going to be an exciting final. Jackson McCleary's stroke rating really lifted on the way there, on the way home, sorry. He just started to pick up, but so did Cooper Williams. He's going stroke for stroke at the moment. It looks like he's even pushing up onto the feet beside him there, and down to the south a little bit further is Hayden Cotter. So you can almost throw a blanket over them at the moment. The boys are spread out, but it looks like it's 1, 2, 3. Jackson McCleary of Wanda, Hayden Cotter of Manly, and Cooper Williams of Alexandra Headlands, as we can see now.
Oh, Coops with a big push there, almost pulls over the top of that. It's the New South Wales State champion, Jackson McCleary, versus the former Australian champion in the local hopes. The big legs are up. He's starting to swing him around. He's starting to work his way into this. Jackson McCleary just stuck in dead water, can't get himself out, but it's going to be Cooper Williams, it looks like, on his home beach. They are going to erupt right now. Alex Headlands are going to go back-to-back in events, in race. It's Lani Pallister that takes out the women's. It's Cooper Williams that's going to take out the men's. It's the Australian surf race champion, now becoming the Shaw & Partners World Ocean Series Hayden Kenny Classic champion. A long way to run for him, but he's going to have time to throw the big double python up and take the victory. He's not as elated as I would have loved him to see on his home beach, but he'd be happy with that one as Hayden Cotter comes across the line in second spot. Dylan Wilson out of Sunshine Beach there in third, but massive disappointment after the eye. To back it up now with a big swim, that's a statement right there. Gone, but not forgotten. Here I am.
Big statement from Cooper Williams there. I know that he would have been frustrated with not making that iron final yesterday, but he's came out and made a big...
Cooper Williams, it wasn't the day you wanted yesterday, was it? You love racing here, you love racing on the big stage, but that one, well, it makes it feel just a little bit better.
Yeah, definitely. It was, yes, that was disappointing. I wanted to come out here and have a good iron for our club and everyone here supporting, which wasn't meant to be, but I just had to get out there on that swim today and really put out something that the club and I'd be proud of, so I'm happy with that.
This stretch of sand, surf races, you've had a good record here.
Yeah, it's crazy to think about. When I'm down out in irons, I come and do a swim, and it just worked out well for me on this stretch of beach.
I love it. What's this club mean to you?
It means everything. It's shaped the person that I am today more than an Ironman. So I'm stoked with that. But yeah, I've had so many important learnings here, and yeah, it's just unreal to be a part of.
Super Cooper, Shaw & Partners Hayden Kenny Classic Surf Race Champion. Must feel good.
Feels unreal. I'm so pumped. I'm going to have to head up to the bluff now and, yeah, enjoy the night.
I knew where that was going. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Cooper Williams.
Thank you.
If they weren't having if there wasn't free drinks in the Bluff Bar before, there definitely is now, with Alex going back-to-back in the surf race titles. Watch for them. They call it Taplin Town. They have a bit of a dominance on that Taplin, but if you look at the scoreboard, it's not as dominant or one-sided as Alexandra Headlands Club would love you to think about, but they are Taplin Town for a reason. It's because when they're on their home beach and on the big stage, they like to step on up. We're going to roll on through. We've got podiums and presentations to roll. After that, we're going to go to a short break. From that short break, when we return, it will be the open female and male ski titles. We almost got ahead of ourselves before, but I did mention the AIS kayakers are all in town. They're all ready to go with these flat, windy conditions. They're going to go to town as we see Dylan Wilson, young gun, under 19 now, stepping up into the opens, really mixing it up. It's the three-time champion as well, Hayden Cotter there over on the podium, but it's the big man. It's Cooper Williams, Super Cooper as Joshy likes to call him.
In first place, and your champion from the hometown club right here at Alexandra Headland. Give it up for Cooper Williams.
So there you go. The winner's check, $2,000. I think a fair chunk of that will go over the bar at the Bluff Bar. If I know Cooper and I know Alexandra Headlands, it'll be matched as well. They'll have a party tonight. That is no doubt. There is no doubt about that. But a long season ahead, so it'll be waters strictly for Cooper.
I don't know about that. He was leading us down that path that he might go up and have a few celebratory beers at the Bluff Bar, but we'll have to see. Certainly, if they take the Taplin win, Duff, wow, it'll be free beers for everyone, I reckon.
I would think so. We're probably in the wrong location here on the Gold Coast at Shaw & Partners World Ocean Series HQ, but we're having a lot of fun. We're going to go to a short break. When we return, we'll have the ski finals and all the action at Shaw & Partners World Ocean Series.
Hey, I'm Shaq, one of almost 10,000 lifesavers who will be on Queensland beaches this summer. And this is your friendly reminder to swim between the red and yellow flags. The red and yellow flags aren't just decoration. They're where we watch the water like hawks. We check for rips, changing tides, marine life, all the sneaky stuff you probably don't notice on your way down to the surf. If you're swimming way down the beach, we can't get to you as quickly, or sometimes even see you at all. Out here, seconds really matter. So this summer, make a deal with us. You bring the smiles, we'll bring the safety, and we'll meet you right here between the red and yellow flags.
Hello and welcome back to the Shore & Partners World Ocean Series Hayden Kenny Surf Classic. We have the Open Women's Ski Final on the line. This is the fastest discipline of surf sports that you'll see. It's the Shore & Partners World Ocean Series. We are the home of surf sports, and in the start list there, we go at the top of the list, Claudia Rose Slavin, Lizzie Wellborn, Katie Reese, back for her fourth final of the afternoon. She'll be absolutely exhausted after this. Dakota Luke, she was the 5,000 Burley champion from earlier this year. Jasmine Locke, the Australian champion. Hayley Smith and Emily Doyle. Bonnie Hancock made that great journey the entire way around Australia. A lot shorter around this time, the Cairns. Lily Finardi, the Ferrari. Eliza Johnson out of Victoria in the Warrnambool Bullet. Bronte Ayres of Avoca Beach. Carla Papick, Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park. Piper the Viper Harrison out of Newport Beach. Ali Clark, Olympian, mixing it up in the surf discipline. Jasmine Raywood on that youth Australian kayaking team. Hannah Scully and Claudia Kelly, the club mates there out of BMD Northcliffe. Olivia Clues, the under-19 Australian champion. Grace Harris of Mooloolaba, and ever consistent in these craft disciplines, Ashley Winsham of Queenscliff Beach. There we go. The race one ticket as well, also in the mixed and awarded. It'll be great to see the race one ticket get up and get the victory. As we see, it looks like out of North Burleigh, so North Burleigh taking the race one ticket there. But this is going to be crash and bash. This is the fastest discipline we've got. This race will be over. Blink and you will miss it, Paulie. Who do you like the look of, though?
Yeah, look, it's going to be a star-studded field. The girls just starting to get lined up now. They're going to get underway. Jazz Locke, the Australian ski race champion of Newport there. She's so strong, so fast. I think she's going to be very hard to beat, but if I was picking an outsider, I'm going to go with her teammate Liv Clues, or maybe even BMD Northcliffe's Em Doyle. They're just on screen now. We can see Em Doyle alongside Bonnie Hancock. Em's had some great wins over the last summer or so in these ski races. She's really turned it into a strength of hers as the girls are about to get underway now. A couple of little waves just starting to roll through the field. This is a tough call for the starter.
Oh, the starter is quaking in his boots right now. They generally get it right though to starters. I'm going to go with a Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park podium here. I'm going to go with Carla Papick, Jasmine Raywood and Dakota Luke. They've been in great form out of the Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park. Kingy has got the girls firing right now. Dakota Luke won earlier this season at the Burleigh 5000. I think Jasmine Raywood, raw power and speed, she will take this here and she will go hard all the way through to the finish line. And Carla Papick, her form is undeniable right now. So for me, I'm looking at a Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park trifecta.
Yeah, that's not a bad shout, Duff. We'll have to wait and see. The girls about to get underway. As we can see there on screen now, Claudia Kelly had one of the most... she had a very impressive opening ski leg anyway in the Iron Women final earlier in the program today. Claudia was out in front, going around with Lana Rogers, and then just in the swim and the board she went back a little bit, but very, very good ski paddler in Claudia Kelly. She won the Coffs Harbour event also earlier in the year, and she's the current she's currently leading the point score overall. I know it's only the start of summer, but she's leading overall at the moment, Duff. So Claudia Kelly's also won. We'd be remiss of us if we didn't mention her. The girls about to get underway.
I'm gonna fact check and uppercut myself here. I called Olivia Clues the Australian champion for the under-19s. It's actually Jazzy Raywood. She's also the youth world champion. But the pathways that the Shore & Partners World Ocean Series does give, it was the 2024 under-17 ski champion Olivia Clues. We now see the progression that she's made to be in this open final with no fancy race one ticket, with nothing like that on her own back. So this is the pathway that's been developed through Race One Surfcraft and Shore & Partners World Ocean Series, that we give these young athletes a chance. Now Olivia Clues stepping up into the open ranks, gets herself an opportunity. Ali Clark of Surfers Paradise is one to watch. She's an Olympian. You cannot count out an Olympian in a race, whatever it is. It could be an egg and spoon race, and I'd still have my favoritism on the Olympian.
Yeah, it's a red hot field, as we sort of said there, Duff. A little bit of a hold here for the starter. I'm not sure what is going on. this would be adding to the nerves of the race, the tension on the beach. It'd be electrifying. So we can just see those waves just knocking the girls around on the skis. It's hard to get 21 skis leveled. You can see the Czech starter just trying to pull them back, and we're underway. There's Jazzy Locke on screen. Very fast start from her. She was straight in the boat, doing the lefts and rights. Very, very quick off the beach. There's Piper Harrison up towards the southern side. Very good as well. But it looks like Jazzy Locke on that northern side. No mistaking her. She's off to an absolutely flying start.
Yeah, the Australian champion has flown off the beach. It's the Shore & Partners World Ocean Series Open Female Ski Final. We've got Olympians, we've got Australian champions, we've got youth world champions, we've got everyone that you'd like to be in this final, and it will be crash and bash. It will be blades up and flying, as we see right through the middle there. It's Jazzy Locke that has flown on out. Ali Clark as well of Surfers Paradise. It's the Olympian taking it to him right now through the middle of the field. I think it is Olivia Clues of Newport right there on the inside line. So you've got Clues there on the purple ski on inside line. Ali Clark, Jasmine Locke. So it's the Newport sandwich right now as Piper the Viper Harrison moves on through as well. Ali Clark looks like she's got the ski nose just down in front. Paddle Locks there on the inside with Clues. So Locke and Harrison will go around the outside. Right there on the inside, Ash Winsome of Queenscliff. Isn't it good to see the Queensley cap there flying around in the Shore & Partners World Ocean Series?
Oh, great to see the cap of Queenscliff up there, Duffman. Local on the northern beaches there. Former club for me, but great to see Ash Winsham up there. But again, crash and bash at the leaders' Cam's turn there. Liv Clues losing a little bit of time and distance as she gets tangled up with paddles going in and out of those turns. But at the moment, it's Piper Harrison and Jazzy Locke. Newport in 1 and 2 doing everything right. And that's Carla Papak there at BHMP just coming into screen.
You've got to admire the skills there of Harrison and Locke as they turn that can, they rode that run, and they've surfed that to perfection. Carla Papak, though, making big waves right now. She's moving on through the field. You can see the flames on the tip of her nose, and she is absolutely on fire right now. But Piper Harrison, she's got the spidey senses, or the reptile senses, singing right now as Jazzy Locke starts to power on down. She's going to have a long way to go. Piper Harrison's got the best of the line. We've seen it so often that the top of the screen is the best. As Papak goes sideways, Clark goes sideways, Clues goes sideways. It's a race up the beach. Dozer there. Claudia Kelly flying across. It's Harrison off the top of the screen. She's got the best of the run. She's got the speed across the sand. It's going to be Newport going 1, 2, 3 potentially. Is it Harrison out in front? It does look like it. Clues giving chase. Potentially Locke there in third spot. It's going to be the YTNGG girls with Piper Harrison taking her first ever 10,000 point win. Clues her club mate, Locke her club mate. It's a Newport fest. They thought, Alexandra Headlands, you can't have all the fun. We want in on the action as well. And it's Piper Harrison that takes the top step.
Wowee, there we go, Duffman. You said it was going to be BHMP 1, 2, 3, and it was Newport. Unbelievable paddle there from the girls. They just didn't give each other not an inch of space around those cans. It was crash and bash with the paddles the whole way around, but very good from Piper Harrison to navigate away around those cans, and she set herself up with the win.
I was saying during the race, I think you're one of the most underrated ski paddlers in the sport. You hang around on the front of those races and you're lightning quick on the way home, and you executed like an absolute champion. It must feel good.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm so happy with that win. That's my first big 10,000 win. And yeah, I've been close for a few times, but it's really exciting to get that win. Just so lucky. We've got such an amazing coaching program at Newport. Ross, Maury, Trent. I mean, 1, 2, 3, you know, obviously they're doing something right. And obviously race 1 for my craft, my ski and paddle. Yeah, just so grateful. I'm really happy with that.
You came close to the series a few summers ago. Is this one of your goals, to be at the top end of this ski series?
Yeah, definitely. I love my ski paddling, and I'm just excited to keep improving each year. Trying to get off the beach fast and back my iron fitness at the end of the race, and it's really cool to be mixing it with the ski paddlers.
1, 2, 3. What's in the water at Newport?
Well, I know clearly we're doing something right. We train so hard, and we're such good friends on the sideline, and then we push each other really hard at training, and it's really exciting to do it alongside my best mates.
Ladies and gentlemen, Piper Harrison, her first big 10,000 point win here at the Shore & Partners World Ocean Series.
The YTNGGG girls socials will be going off this afternoon. Big performance there from the Newport Club, 1, 2 and 3. A tremendous performance there from runner-up Olivia Clues. We see the sideways ski coming there. She took her opportunity. She got on her feet and she tried to chase Piper down, but she was the eventual champion. Piper Harrison with her first big 10,000 point win. That was the crash and bash of the ski, Paulie. We love the absolute Ferraris of the ocean, the ski paddlers. They go flying across the surf.
Yeah, a little bit of bad luck there for Ali Clark and
Carla
Papak getting tangled there. A little bit of waves. It is tricky when they're coming in like that. The runners and the waves coming in on a bit of an angle, and you're trying to surf it towards that finish line, just making sure you don't take it too far down the beach. You want to minimise that running distance to the finishing flags, but you know what? The North Newport girls there, being coached by Maury and Mitchell Trim, and the boys there, they talk about so much strength in the ski field from Newport.
Well, that's it. They're not just a strength in the female
and in first
side.
place, and your champion, also from Newport, Piper Harrison. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting
Not just a strength on the female side, but also on the male side of the ski discipline. You'll see it now as we see. How many we got in this men's field? We got about six.
6 to count. 6 Olympians, Duff. Do you want to read them out?
I
read them out?
Wow,
Tom
6
Green.
Olympians.
Tom Green, Olympic gold medalist. Riley Fitz, Jacko Collins, Jean Van Westenhausen, Noah Havard, and Lockie Tame. What a final.
Six Olympians, and
Wow.
do not be surprised if a few more of those names will also add to that Olympic tally, because you've got the likes of a few like Jake Morris and Maguire Reid that are also in that AIS Kayaking Academy that will go to potentially the 2028 Olympics or 2032. So right now you are witnessing currently 6 Olympians, and you see off the top there, we can go position number 1, Jackson Collins, Olympian, tick. Position number 2, Riley Fitzsimmons, Olympian, tick. Jake Morris, future Olympian, tick. Tom Green, future Olympian, tick. Olympic gold medalist, tick. It's a star-studded field. We go roll on through. Alex Woodhouse, Noah Havard, Lockie Tame, Olympian, tick, tick, tick. Harrison Torrens, Newport, Maguire Reid, Jackson Borg. It's a star-studded field. We said the AIS kayakers are here, and here they are. We've got Milky Vanilla, Jakey Reese out of Newport, Joel Steiner of Wanda, Zico Vesely, Newport. James Jamo Porter of Alexandra Headland, he'll be looking to get one for the local club. Campbell Greaves out of Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park. Josh Murphy, watch for him, an underrated ski paddler. He had a tremendous board paddle. His better craft is the ski. Jet Kenny, the grandson of Hayden Kenny, one of the great honoured names of our Shaw and Partners Hayden Kenny Classic. Jean van der Westenhausen of Mermaid Beach, Mitch Morris, and we rounded out there with Nick Green. 20 of the finest, star-studded. But let's talk a little bit about Jet Kenny, grandson of Hayden Kenny. He had an absolutely explosive start last year. It looked like he was going to get the win. It looked like it was going to be his day where he got the Kenny name back on the top of the podium in the event named after his granddad. Can it be his day?
Oh, you'd love to see it, wouldn't you? Granddad's name on the trophy there. You'd love to see Jet Kenny get the win. And he did everything right last year. He got off to the front, great lead, led around the cans, and only to be toppled by Big Bad Benny Carberry coming over the top of Jet Kenny at the end there. So we'll have to wait and see. Is this the year of redemption? As we can see the boys on screen now. The front of screen there, though, there's a lot of speed on that northern side. Typically today we haven't seen the northern side getting a great start, Duff. So let's see if Jacko Collins can turn that around.
I've got the same fear and ominous feeling that I had at the Australian titles earlier this year when position number 1 with daylight next to him, Jackson Collins, lines up in very similar conditions. You look at it right now, blue and white, the race 1 craft, Jackson Collins, position number 1. He won from this position only 6 months ago at the Australian titles. He is the current Australian champion. The speed on the inside of him, Riley Fitzsimmons, Jake Morris, Tom Green. If this side of the race doesn't get off to the fly that I think they will, I'm not here.
Yeah, that's a lot of speed up to the northern side of the field there. Now the other one we've got to make mention of Lockie Tame in there. We know how electric Lockie Tame starts is. I don't know if he's got the fitness to get around the cans, but he's going to be putting it all into this smooth, swift, double leg jump start and see if he can give himself every opportunity getting through the break.
Yeah, and do not rule out, he's fighting well out of his weight class there, but the young race 1 ticket winner, Maddix Burke out of Wanda Surf Club, look for him. He's right there on screen right now. He's fighting well out of his weight class. He looks about 70 kilos dripping wet. Right next to him, Jake Reese, he's got 70 kilos in that right bicep of his.
Yeah, there's some big boys at the start line there for sure. There's no doubt about that. Be a little bit daunting for Maddix Burke winning this race 1 ticket. He'd be looking down the line thinking, Jesus, there's some big boys down there.
Speed out of the middle there. Look at that. That's a good partnership as well. Lockie Tame and Noah Havard. They are absolute flyers. Noah Havard is a two-time champion of this. Lockie Tame, you've got to go all the way back to 2021 where he was the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series champion. And they're away. Double leggers in. It's the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series Hayden Kenny Classic. We've had one miss it completely. Tom Green has flown off the start. And look at the rating. Look at the power. He probably would have got a shorter blade, smaller blade of the kayak, and he has flown, as has Newport there through the middle. It looks like that is Newport Harrison Torrens flying through the middle, but Tom Green, he's got the shoulders perked up and he is on a mission.
Not to take anything away from Tom Green, but you would say that the jump start isn't usually his strength, but when you see Tom Green get a ski jump start like that, he's going to be very hard to catch. He was just absolutely pulling buckets there through the water. Big, powerful and strong man on that red race 1 ski there. So he's got the lead at the moment. On the inside of him is Newport's Harrison Torrens as they go around 1 and 2 at the moment. The boys giving themselves plenty of space there, and there they are. Alexandra Headland's Jamo Porter in third, just pulling up the inside of Harrison Torrens. He's going to be sitting tight, giving himself every opportunity to get some runs on the way home.
Yeah, Zico Vesely also in the mix there as well. Jamo Porter takes a nice inside line. Tom Green on the outside, a bit of a traffic jam on that top apex scan. Then we can see Jackson Collins, Australian champion, rolling on through. Tom Green puts the power down. Jamo Porter misses that run. That's going to be costly to him. We can see there Torrens and Green side by side. Havard there in the background. Jamo Porter, Jackson Collins looking to pull over this next one. It's sizable as well, Paulie.
Look at that. Great running, great surf skill there. Jacko Collins, you cannot rule him out. He looked about 3 ski legs behind at the apex, but already he's up and alongside the lead competitors here. 4 of them. Harrison Torrens, Tom Green, Jamo Porter and Jacko Collins. Looks like 2 might be down, maybe 3. Tom Green late takeoff.
Tom Green has missed it. Can't get the late takeoff. Torrens with a bit of a boost right now. Jackson Collins is a flyer across the sand. The big boy can move. He's up early. Torrens versus Collins. Porter's out of it now. It's a race into Torrens like the old lady skipping across the lake. He starts to fly across with the shopping bags under his arms. He is going to take this one out. Jackson Collins, though, will not give it in. Jackson Collins gets there, almost a push and the shove. The arm over the shoulder. It will not be enough. He's too big. He's too strong. He's too powerful. I called him out of it, but Collins has come from the clouds, fought back like the grey flash Chautauqua, and has taken it on the line. Jackson Collins, the Australian champion, he's now the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series Hayden Kenny Classic champion as well. And young Harrison Torrens cannot believe it. He thought he had it. The young legs, the old bull, though. Hey, you mess with the young calf, you get the old bull. And he got the horns, all bit of it. Oh, Joshy.
They are a set of shoulders you do not want to come in collection with. Harrison Torrens lucky he didn't end up in the grandstands there, Duffman.
I'm down here with the champion. What about that finish? It seemed like slow motion. The run went forever. You came up the travelator. You got it done. You've been to the highest heights, the Olympic Games, the Australian Championships, but you come back here, you still want it so badly, don't you?
Yeah, well, this is where we all started. We all started in surf life saving, doing events like these, and that's an Aussie final. There's no better quality than what was in that race there, and we're all competitors. We all want to win. So every race, every one of these World Ocean Series, they're all Aussie final standard. It's so hard to win.
What's it mean to you pull on that cap, come out here, line up and perform like you did?
Yeah, it's incredible. It's such a great opportunity. Shaw and Partners and Race 1 are doing such a good job putting these events on, giving us a chance so many times over the summer to be able to come out, race on the craft we love and put it all out there.
Just between you and me, I heard the Olympics is good, but is this better?
Yeah, absolutely. I heard it was you. You motivated me this morning when I heard you say, "Oh, I tipped Riley." I thought, you know what, I'm going to show him. So
I tipped you too. I love it.
You did not.
Well, motivation is where you get it. Jacko Collins, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our champion down here at the Shaw and Partners Hayden Kenny Classic.
Oh, what a performance.
If I can give Josh Minnow any advice, it's run, run, because that is an enemy you do not want. We saw what he did to Harrison Torrens around the bender there. He made mincemeat of him, and Josh Minnow is no man like Harrison Torrens. So, Joshy, get on your bike, get out of there. It's still too early. He's got to do a mixed taplin. You've got an hour head start before he has to try and track you down. But what an afternoon of racing we have had here. It's the first of our 10,000 point events. It's the first of our majors.
and it has been electric. And like we just have there, the comparison to the Olympics, it's the great stage. It's the world stage. It's a world tour, 18 stops, all different countries, France, Great Britain, Sunshine Coast, New Zealand. We go down to Adelaide. We go everywhere. It's 18 stops. And like we say, we have the best of the best on the beach right now as we see Jamo Porter, James Porter, local hero. He couldn't get it done on his home beach, but he'll back it up in the mixed Taplin later, no doubt about that.
He came so close from Newport, Harrison Torrens. And in first place, and your champion from Kurrawa, Jackson Collins.
What have we got? 14 swimmers, 14-year-old swim.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for your ski race champion and place getters.
You see Jackson Collins. And look at the size of his biceps, Paulie.
I was about to say, Duff, the cameraman had to zoom backwards then just to try and fit all of Jackson Collins in screen. He's an absolute man mountain and a monster. Olympic kayaker. He's the winner of today's Shaw & Partners World Ocean Series Hayden Kenny Classic. $2,000, big points. Let's throw to an ad break before we come back for these Taplins.
The World Ocean Series is just the pinnacle of surf life-saving events now, and craft and racing team, iron individuals, and Race One just wants to be a part of all the good stuff. And World Ocean Series with Shaw & Partners involvement in Race One just goes hand in hand, and we'll be contributing to prize money, cars and everything else that can make the event as strong as it's ever been. We'll have athletes still there helping, running it, giving advice and making sure the event's a huge success. Like, junior racing is terrific. They're so good now. Their skill level, their expertise and everything is fantastic.
How excited are you guys for this upcoming season?
Oh God, as soon as it stops, I'm just like scratching myself for it to start again. And I do, and I love what you guys do. So you help my passion, and I could watch and be involved in surf life saving and World Ocean Series and all these events 24/7. I could be on the beach watching it all day. But now you've gone world. We've called it the world, but now you've gone to France and England, and now that then says to me, oh, hang on a minute, there could be a market over there. So that's our passion. You asked just a moment ago, how do we go? We're Australian made and Australian owned, but we want world domination, just the same as the World Ocean Series.
Hello and welcome back to the Shaw & Partners World Ocean Series Hayden Kenny Surf Classic. And we get the young guns, the youth, they enter the main stage, they enter the arena. They've been racing down the beach in the Race One junior arenas all day long. We've had the Race One tickets, they've been run and won, and they've come in and they've mixed it with the Opens, the superstars, the heroes of their sport. But right now, all the spotlight here is on the mixed Taplin relays. Now, we've had some great winners. We've had some small clubs like Coogin Headland take one out. We've had Alexandra Headland win it on their home beach. We've had Maroochydore take them out. We've had Alex win 3 of the 6 that we've run. Newport have also taken one down in the New South Wales territory, so a couple of the clubs to watch. It's going to be an 18 start list for here, 18 clubs. Now, the way that the youth mixed Taplin works, Paulie, is we've got an under 15 girl, under 15 boy, under 17 girl and under 17 boy. It looks to me like the 15s are going to be the swimmers, and then we're going to have the 17s on the board paddling. So you can see there, it's the 17s potentially, actually. I can see there, I think it might be the under 17s that are swimming, and then it'll be the 15s on the board. So apologies for that. It's going to be swim boards. So the swimmers will be the 17-year-olds. The board paddlers will be the 15-year-olds. And for those board paddlers, they've only been on the mouth for, 24 months? So for them, it's going to be a great way as we go. Maroochydore off to a flying start, as is through the middle there, Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park, there, Kurrawa as well. I'll let you roll through that start list, Paulie.
Yeah, we've got Avoca starting at the northern end. Avoca in 1, Coogin Headland in 2, Newport in 3. Alexandra Headlands, the local club in 4, Mermaid Beach 5, Swansea Belmont 6, Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park in 7, BMD Northcliffe in 8, Kurrawa in 9, Wanda A in 10, Sunshine Beach, North Burleigh, and then lastly Maroochydore just up the road there They're our last team on the southern side there, Duffman. As we can see, our swimmers underway at the moment. It looks like might be Maroochydore and Alex, the two Sunshine Coast clubs there, going shoulder for shoulder. And it's always been a bit of a rivalry there, hasn't there, between Maroochydore, Alex, and even Mooloolaba at one point in time there. So you can see the guys there's always bragging rights. I know we talk about it a lot, but it doesn't matter what age group, male, female, when you put that cap on the head, there's always a rivalry and there's always a little bit of prestige and honour when you're racing for your club. So they'll be getting after it in this mixed youth Taplin final, last event of the day for the kids. So they're fired up.
Yeah, it's the last event of the day, and it's a great initiative. And I think we've seen these initiatives over the course since 2012 when we started with the SIQS, which is the original version of the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series. That we've innovated, we've changed, we've grown, and this was a new one. Last year they went, we want the youth on the main stage. We want to see the young guns, the future of our sport, shining lights, be there, mixing it on the big stage that we have with all of our open competitors. And we can see now it's the Youth Mixed Taplin. It started last year, 2024. We now have the 2025 edition. This is it, 10,000 points up for grabs, and it's Mermaid Beach right now that are going towards the front. That'll be young Evie Van Hooven, young under-17 competitor. Right up next to her, looks like Maroochydore Mary Thompson coming in through as well, is North Burleigh. So it's the Gold Coast Sunshine. The girls are into it as well, the crash and bash, and it's Mermaid Beach that come out of it as the best unscathed. We can see Coogin Headland starting to go wide as well. Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park starting to swim into it, as is Sunshine Beach. BMD Northcliffe also in the mix, but it's Mermaid Beach that leads this one out, and it'll be Evie Van Hooven.
Yeah, Evie Van Hooven did her best to stay out of the fight pack into that second can there, Duff. And it looked like North Burleigh and maybe Maroochydore getting a little bit tangled up, but that's what you got to do in these surf races. We know it's crash and bang. Nobody gives each other an inch around those cans there. As we can see now, the girls making their way home. It looks like Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park. That could potentially be Jess Conrad, maybe, of Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park there. I'm not
sure it is Jess Conrad. She would be a likely candidate to take this one out, but I'm not sure it's her style. It could be someone of the likes of Taylor Birch or someone of that caliber as well. It's hard to know when they pick their teams on what they pick their teams off. Is it results on the day? Is it sort of training form? As I do get a better look, it does look it might be the goggle style there of Jess Conrad, I should say. She does have that reflective lens goggle that she tends to wear. There's a little wave on off her is here. Look at that one out the back, starting to stand on up. We could have a wave here, could pick them up. We see Wanda starting to mix in. There we go, some back markers on that. Lead is going to miss this one. It looks like Wanda do get it though. Wanda with some great body surfing skills beyond her youth. There is no doubt about that. They've chased that one down to the North Bank as well. So that northern left bank that you see, it's Alexandra Headland that come out on top. They were the local hope. They won it here last year. They won the first ever Youth Mixed Taplin. They are Taplin Town for a reason. It's not Zoe Wood. She's too old for this now. She's an under-19 competitor, but it's Alexandra Headlands that leads this one out. You can hear the echoes of the crowd. Mermaid Beach there in second spot. Wanda in third. Burleigh in four. It looks like Coogin, Swansea, Belmont, North Burleigh. Look at North Burleigh making a big tag further up the beach. It'll be Dane Raywood of Mermaid Beach that goes in there, and I reckon it'll be potentially short of Alexandra Headlands that leads that one out. They are star-studded in their youth as they are in their opens. And look at the swimming quality that's come through. They took out the open surf race with Lani and Cooper. We've had position number one coming out of the Youth Mixed Taplin, and the swimmer going in now looks like he's starting to open up a good gap.
Yeah, it might be Byron Oliphant, I think, of Alexandra Headlands in one. Very, very strong swimmer. I could see Stanley Jarrett of Maroochydore was in around 6th or 7th. Another very, very talented swimmer. So he'll be making his way up, as we can see. Crashing and bashing. The stroke rating is through the roof there of Stanley Jarrett on the northern side, really starting to pull the Maroochydore Black Swans up into the top 3 at the moment, doing very, very well. So Alexandra Headlands with the great lead at the moment, maybe 10 metres or so back. And we've got Wanda up there. Mermaid Beach and Maroochydore look like they are 1, 2, 3 and 4 at the moment, but geez, those boys, some big boys in there. They look like they could almost be open competitors.
Oh, some of them will mix it with the opens. We saw it was Stanley Jarrett that stepped up into the open ranks as well. So look for him. He's a man mountain. He's a big 17-year-old. There is no doubt about that. And it's Alexandra Headland. Looks like they're going to hold on to that lead, but Mermaid Beach just starting to close in as well as they get to that first can. They're going to take the right-hand turn. Alexandra Headland's going to lead this one around. Mermaid Beach with a nice little inside line as well. That'll be Dane Raywood out of Mermaid Beach. So Mermaid Beach coming along in the youth as they are in the opens as well. A club on the rise.
Yeah, unbelievable there from Dane Raywood. He's just absolutely muscled up alongside the swimmer, of Alexandra Headlands, and it looks like he's actually taken the lead for the first time. Here we go. We've got a lead change. Could be Mermaid Beach out in 1, Alexandra Headlands in 2, and Maroochydores in 3. But that has been a very impressive swim so far from young Dane Raywood.
Yeah, we see Maroochydore starting to work into it as well, as is North Burleigh. So big swim from the North Burleigh competitor. He made the early tag from his swimmer, and he's starting to work into it now, just closing in on our leaders. We see Wanda also there, Swansea Belmont, BMD Northcliffe right there in that chase pack. Sunshine Beach just out the back as well. Coogin Headland Pirates, they are a winner of this mixed Taplin format. They have won at a 10,000 point event, so they do know what it's like to win these youth mixed Taplin. And talking to Scotty McCartney, he said, we're a chance, we're in the hunt. So he's not wrong by that by any stretch of the imaginations, but it's Mermaid Beach that's gone to the front now. Big swim here from Dane Raywood, the big shoulders. He's showing the quality of the family. He's a sibling to Jasmine Raywood and Bianca Raywood, so the Raywood family, another one of those just esteemed, established, still yet to have those big moments yet, but definitely on the rise as a family coming up the ranks in surf life saving. He looks like he's about to pick up a little bit of a wave as well. What are the body surfing skills like out of the Kai Hurst clinic right there? We can see Newport, big body surf there from Newport. We haven't called them all race, and they've put themselves right back into the mix, but flying across the sand right now is Mermaid Beach. There's the local hope there, Alex Headland just in behind. They're trying to chase them down. They'll get the lift from the crowd as well, Paulie.
Yeah, unbelievable swim there from Dane Raywood, and I tell you what, he's giving it absolutely everything up the beach at the moment as well. So it's going to be Dane Raywood of Mermaid Beach in 1, North Burleigh in 2. He's had a good last-minute push at the finish line there, and Alexandra Headlands in 3 as the boys go down to make their tags. Paddlers getting underway now.
Yeah, racing away here and now. We tag the under-15 girls. So these are the under-15 girls in the water right now. It'll be Aria Flick there of Mermaid Beach. And we see Newport getting tagged there in 4th spot. And we see North Burleigh there. It might be a Murray there North Burleigh. Summer Murray there, under-15 competitor. She is a superstar of the future, as all these under-15 females are. We have the youth mixed Taplin in the arena right now. This is one of the great initiatives from the Shaw & Partners World Ocean Series. This is one of the big ones that we look forward to at the end of our program. We turn our attention soon to the mixed Taplin, where Taplin Town will look to defend their title, but they've got a youth mixed Taplin team in the mix right now as well. Taking a wide line out to the can is that of Alexandra Headland. North Burleigh with a more direct line trying to chase that one down. It looks like it's North Burleigh slightly in front of Alexandra Headlands and Mermaid Beach. They're your top 3 right now on screen.
Yeah, under 15, that's Summer Murray of North Burleigh Surf Club there, Duff. She won the under 15s board race earlier in the day today. She's an incredible runner and equally as impressive board paddler as well. So straight away there, she's flying on the way out to that first can. She went straight up the inside past Mermaid and Alex, and now she's going to get a lead into this first board can now.
Yeah, that's it. Summer Murray, extremely talented family there. The Murray family, her older brother, Jai Murray, just got drafted into the AFL by the Gold Coast Suns. So talent runs deep in the Murray family, as we see. Is it Alexandra Headland there in 2nd spot? It is. It's Mermaid Beach there, turns in 3rd. The chase of the Light Brigade there in there in 4th, 5th, 6th. There's a good pack chasing down as well. But it's North Burleigh. They're going to turn this race 1 can. They're going to turn for home first. It's 1-2 right now in the youth mixed Taplin. Oh, it might get a little run out of this one as well. Good run on offer for the local club, Alex. Taplin Town bells are starting to ring.
Yeah, have a look at that. The young Alex team, I tell you what, there's some great guidance from, if they're learnt anything from the Opens at Alex there, because the young 15 youth team, they are going after this win. They don't want to let it get away from them. As we can see now, they're hunting every little run and all the way back to the beach.
Yeah, we see Murray there of North Burleigh. Alexandra Headland there in 2nd spot. So it's 1-2 right now. Wave on offer.
Can North Burleigh or Alex pull down? A nice little bump there from Alex. Lifts the rating as well. Could be a good move in this race. Doesn't get over the top of that one there. But look at that. A sizable gap now for 1-2 over 3. So one race in 2 currently as we see North Burleigh pull on down. Alex pull on down. It's the Gold Coast versus the Sunshine Coast. It's a Queensland domination right now. Is it going to be North Burleigh or is it going to be Alexandra Headland? We've got one leg to go in our youth mixed taplin. They will tag the under 15 boys. And the under 15 boys will get the anchor to bring it all home.
Yeah, look at that. Summer Murray absolutely flying up the beach there. It's crazy to think that they came in on that same wave there, but already it looks like she's opened up a nice little lead for her before she goes in and makes this tag for the final paddler here.
Well, that's it. They're going to tag the under 15 boys, and I reckon it could be Harper Skelton there that potentially gets the tag for the under 15 boys. He's a great up-and-comer. He's an absolute flyer, so watch for him. He will be very, very hard to catch, but Alexandra Headlands, it'll probably be Tyler Short or Lodge that gets the tag there. So the under 15 competitor, young Tyler, will get the tag. We got Dylan O'Connor off the beach there. They call him the Doc, so watch for him. Does he have the medicine to get the win here for Mermaid Beach? But it's North Burleigh that lead this one out. Mermaid Beach on the chase. Alexandra Headlands looking to get the job done on their home beach. But look at that. It's a sizable lead now for North Burleigh.
Yeah, that's a great little lead. North Burleigh's opened up there, and it came all on the back of that transition out of Summer Murray. We just sort of said before, wow, she's really made it cut out the work for the final paddler here. As we can see, North Burleigh's got a handy little lead. Alex still chasing in 2, and Dylan O'Connor in 3 of Mermaid. The stroke rating was through the roof as he got off the beach there.
Yeah, it's a super strength for his rating. He's one of those little fiery nippers that just loves to rate up, and he loves to chase runs home as well. So don't rule him out at the end of this race. But it's North Burleigh right now that have a very firm grasp on the title for here at the Shaw and Partners Hayden Kenny Classic. And it's North Burleigh that are going to get a turn that race 1 can first. They're going to get a good look at it. He'll size up the gap. He'll know what's ahead of him. I saw him look over his shoulder before as well. He has another little Bo Peep there. So he's just sizing it up. He's working out, how can I get my team across the line first? How can I lift the title? How can I take home the first North Burleigh title in the youth mixed taplin at the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series? He's trying to work out the winning recipe, and at the moment, it's a good gap. He's opened it up. I'd say it's 20 metres, Paulie.
20 metres, 30 metres maybe, and already he's up on the knees. You could see he got down on the belly, had a little bit of a look back, could see the gap from second, and he's thinking, all right, I might try and conserve a little bit of energy, stay on the belly, try and get the heart rate down, and get that last little push for the beach on the way home, because he's up on his knees. He's milking every little runner at the moment. Great rating. He's rating through the roof at the moment. You can just see him absolutely moving that board so nicely on the way home there.
Yeah, he's got great trim on that board right now. He's moving through these runners really, really well. He's got a nice little lift out of that one as well, and there's one that's starting to stand up in behind him. It could be a winning wave. He sits, he waits, he stops. And I reckon that'll do it right there, Paulie. I think North Burleigh will be your champions here at the Shaw and Partners Hayden Kenny Classic. A little bit lackadaisical there, but he's just navigated that little one there really, really well. Great surf skills, wisdom and experience and skills well beyond his age. The under 15 young lad there from North Burleigh. It looks like they're going to take out their first ever title. North Burleigh, they add themselves to the winner's circle of the Youth Mixed Taplin at the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series on the back of some great performances. We noticed they had that great move there in the middle, but it's North Burleigh going to be your champions at the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series. The race is on for the minor places now. It's the home club that are trying to get it done. Looks like it is a bit of a mad dash across the sand, but it's going to be Mermaid Beach potentially there in second spot over the likes of Alexandra Headland. So that was young Tyler there of Alexandra Headland. So Dylan O'Connor with a barnstorming fast finish gets Mermaid there as the runner-up spot, but it's the winners, North Burleigh, that take the title here today.
What a race. What a race that was. The young kids there leaving it all out in the ocean. Absolutely spent. That was a huge last paddle from Dylan O'Connor from Mermaid. I wasn't sure he's going to be able to hold on to that, but unbelievable. Let's hear from Joshy and the winner of North Burleigh.
The home club, they were looming up large. Did you feel stress going into that one, Harper?
Yeah, when Summer kind of passed over me and I saw I was a bit in front, I was like, I can't let them catch me. And I was like, when I saw them turning, I thought I was going to get a wave, and I was like, oh no.
But you got there. How good was the feeling running up the beach, crossing that line?
Yeah, it's so fun with the North Burleigh crew, and it's so good running up the beach with everyone here.
Talk to me about your coaches. Who coaches you there? How good do they go?
Jez, Mike, Gilly, and it's been real good.
We had an agreement before this interview. You'd say lots of words, I'd make you look good, mate, but you made yourself look very, very good out there. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. North Burleigh Junior Taplin champs.
Thank you.
You can hear the crowd in the background going absolutely wild there for the Youth Mixed Taplin. North Burleigh, they are your champions. They are in the winner's circle for the first time here at the Shaw & Partners World Ocean Series Youth Mixed Taplin. A big paddle there from Dylan O'Connor to get Mermaid Beach rounding that out, and Alex, the local club, they round out your podium. Nice to mention as well, Dylan O'Connor, still an under 14 competitor, so a big paddle for him, stepping up into the under 15 ranks to get that job done there for his club, Mermaid Beach. But North Burleigh, They've been touted, or not touted, they've had the proof in the pudding for the last 5 to 10 years at the Queensland State titles. They are the #1 nipper club in the state at the Queensland State titles, Paulie, but they haven't been able to convert into open ranks yet. So we can see now the young crop that they've got to nurture them, they've got to get them through, and we can see maybe North Burleigh rise to the heights that have been in the past.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Extremely dominant and very strong at all age groups right through the nippers there, Duff. Maybe we're just starting to see that recycle process now. They're bringing those young kids through. They're going to get them up into the 17s, 19s opens, and I'm sure that we'll see them from years to come.
No doubt about that, but we can see there the presentation right now. Lots of very happy youth competitors as well, so they'll be very happy to get their TV time. I'm sure it's almost school holidays here in Queensland, so some of these guys have been wrapped up for school, but it would have been a frontage at the tuck shop.
Taplin relay in third place. Put your hands together for the home club, Alexandra Headland. In second place, give it up for Mermaid Beach. And in first place, and your Shaw & Partners Hayden Kenny Classic Junior Taplin champions from the Gold Coast, North Burleigh. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for your Junior Taplin Relay champion and place getters. Ty Dowker, it's all been said, it's time to get...
Oh, we are back now. We got the big one of the program. It's the Shaw & Partners World Ocean Series Mixed Taplin. And Paulie, we talk about this every single time that these events come up here, but there have been 4 clubs in the history of this event at the major titles that have ever won a Mixed Taplin. It's Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park, it's Newport, it's Northcliffe, and it is Alexandra Headland. So can those 4 clubs repeat history? Can they keep that circle tight, or do we have a new entrant into the Mixed Taplin Champions Winners Circle? Will they embrace them, or will they push them out to the side? It's yet to be seen, Paulie.
Yeah, look, this is the one that they want to win. We talk about this one every year because there is so much bragging rights. Alexandra Headlands, they're going to have an extremely strong team. We just know for sure the swim legs in Lani Pallister and Cooper Williams. When you talk about the most dominant legs of the 3, I can say that they're all equally as important, but the swim leg's the one. If you have strong swimmers, you're halfway home, I would say, as far as Taplin's going. When you've got Lani Pallister and Cooper Williams winning both the surf races today, in my eyes, that makes Alex very, very hard to beat today.
Well, not only that, you've got the big shoulders there of Jamo Porter. He's a ski coach at the club. He knows this beach. He just had a great result. He finished 3rd in the overall ski, in the open ski earlier today. So he's going to get a good lead-off paddler for them. But it's hard to say that someone outside of those 4 clubs will enter the winner's circle this afternoon. But if you could pick a club, you could think of a Great White Hope that can enter that winner's circle. Who do you think it could be?
Yeah, look, I was going to say, I thought I might have seen Jacko Collins in there, but it doesn't look like he's doing the Taplin final. He's opted to sit this one out, I believe. Give it to somebody else from Curra. So I'm trying to think who's going to put them up there. We can see Noah Havard there on screen. There's Jean Van Westenhausen. So look, maybe Mermaid. Do you reckon Mermaid can get up there? They've got Cruz McKee on the board. They've got Connor Maggs up there in the swim. They've got Jean Van Westenhausen on the ski. great in the male competitors. Who would they have in the swims there?
They are absolutely building a mixed taplin that will be a force to be reckoned with in years to come. But we've got a Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series mixed taplin final at the Shaw and Partners Hayden Kenny Classic, our final event of the program. We hope you've enjoyed it all so far as much as we have here, as we see Jamo Porter absolutely flying. To go back to your question though, Paulie, the women's side of the Mermaid team will be that of Bonnie Hancock, Kalani Ives and Dakota Fielding, young under-17 competitors. So they're probably lacking just a little bit of firepower here and there, but they will definitely be one to reckon with in the years to come, if not right now, right here. But we can see Jamo Porter, Taplin Town, they just do these differently, don't they?
I was looking at the way Jamo Porter just attacked that start, and not to take anything away, because he had a third race in the final earlier. But he just found another gear. That was unbelievable the way. That's Harrison Torrens that ran up, almost got the win. Jacko just edged him out in second place there. Jamo had a ski length on him on the way out there. He just bleeds for the club and he wants the Taplin wins.
Oh, there's no better phrase to sum it up than they just get Taplins. They understand them, they get them, they know them, and they are so good at them. If I look over the history books, they have won at the major titles. They are the world mixed Taplin champions. They won here in 2021. They won here in 2022. They took out the North Bondi version in 2024. They won the Australian title, the first ever mixed Taplin in 2024. Then they went on an incredible run. The Manly Open, the Shannon Eckstein Friday Shootout, the Shannon Eckstein Classic, 3 in a row. The only club that has just as many as them, as rivals them, is BMD Northcliffe. Burleigh's got one, Newport's got a couple. It's really an illustrious club in Taplin Town, Alexandra Headland. They just get Taplins.
And wowee. As equally impressive as his start was, coming home then, the way Jamo Porter chased that run off that apex, he milked that all the way to the beach, and he's going to have one of the best opening ski legs we've seen in a while for the Taplin.
Absolutely clinical there from Jamo Porter. The ski coach putting the team on his back, saying, I'll get us a bit of a lead. I'll go around and I'll tag our ski paddler. We'll then mix it up there. We'll get to Lani Pallister. She'll open that lead right up. Cooper Williams, the surf race champion from earlier today, he'll make that even bigger. And then we'll leave it up to the board paddlers to have their swan song, and then we might just waltz across the finish line. I reckon that was the game plan going in. We'll wait and see if it happens though.
There we go. Noah Havard of North Bondi in 2. Jake Morris in 3. Harrison Torrens of Newport in 4 there. So they're getting after it. Look at Jake Morris there. He is an absolute flyer on the sand. He's done an absolute amazing job to...
Wow, Paulie. He has come off at least 50 metres behind Jamo Porter, and he has tagged equal there. Claudia Kelly's going to tag. It looks like Woodsy there, potentially there, or Taylor Halliday on the ski there for the women's. But Jake Morris, that is an unbelievable transition. He has turned a 50-metre lead into, 5 metres?
Cut that right. Oh, that was unbelievable from Jake. So there we go. Northcliffe and Alexander. We just gave Jamo compliments on one of the most unbelievable opening ski legs, but Jake Morris just did not want to give anything up, and there we go. BMD Northcliffe now in front already. That is unbelievable to watch.
Yeah, we got Claudia Kelly there. She's one formidable ski paddler. We watched her in the opening iron leg at the very top of our program. She went head-to-head with Lana Rogers in the opening ski leg. She had some TV time earlier, and she's getting some TV time late. And Jake Morris, what a tremendous transition that was from him.
There we go there. Claudia Kelly now absolutely dominating this. She's going to be the first one into that can. She's got a ski length. Alexandra Headland's there just up on 2. Can't let her get away now. She's very strong on the way home as well. So Claudia Kelly from BMD Northcliffe at the moment doing absolutely everything right. Alexandra Headland's in 2. Newport's in 3. Southport was up there in the mix as well. I saw it might have been either Morgan or Brody Trinker potentially there on the ski on the way out. So great from the club of Southport, top 5 or so at the moment, but it's all Claudia Kelly at the moment. Wowee, chasing these runners home. This is an unbelievable paddle.
Yeah, she has linked a few runs there off that top apex can, and she's found herself in a great bit of a groove and rhythm right now. She starts to turn for home now. She can see the bluff bar there in the corner of the beach. She can see there the victory for BMD Northcliffe. A long way to go in this open mixed Taplin at the Shaw and Partners Hayden Kenny Classic, but right now BMD Northcliffe, they are the current Australian
Australian champions. They will be looking to go back-to-back in these mixed Taplin performances. Can they get it done here? Can they spoil the party in Taplin Town?
Oh, Alexandra Headlands, look at that, the way, chase that run, sitting on the top of that at the moment. So Claudia Kelly's just on the top of that. Alex is just on the back of that wave. That again, we've seen that big gap being brought right back in now as the girls hitting the beach 1 and 2. Only meters in it at the moment.
Absolutely nothing in it right now. It's BMD Northcliffe that lead it out there. Alexandra Headlands there in second, just about to overtake though. Taplin Town, you can hear the beach, you can hear the Shore and Partners Pavilion start to lift. They're going to try and get the local team home. This is a big transition as Jake Morris-esque. What BMD Northcliffe did to Alex, Alex now do to BMD Northcliffe. They're going to run on through. They're going to tag their swimmer, and it's Super Cooper Williams. It's going to take it out. A tough man to chase down. He took out the open surf race earlier. And I tell you what, do not give Lani Pallister a lead because she will blow this race wide open.
Yes, this is a very, very dangerous position at the moment. Cooper Williams getting tagged in first place, having just won the surf race today. And we all know Lani Pallister's about to follow. So Riley Harland here going in just behind Cooper Williams knows he can not only not let Cooper get away, he needs to even try and see if he can tag in front.
Well, that's it. I think Harlan's going to have a big, big swim here. He needs to get as much distance between him and Lani Pallister as possible. And we talk about the future because we just know the threat and the weapon that Lani Pallister poses, that if you give her an inch, she will take a mile and she will turn that mile into a winning victory because that's the quality of athlete that she is. I know it's not the Lani Pallister hour, but we could go on for hours about Lani Pallister. She is just a superstar. But right now, it's Alexandra Headland 1. It's BMD Northcliffe in 2. Looks like Mermaid Beach there rolling in third spot. It'll be Connor Margs in the water right now. So it's 1, 2, 3 on screen with us here. We can see as well rolling on through. Alexandra Headland, they aim for that Shore and Partners World Ocean Series turning can. It's going to be a short swim though. They're not going to do the big course like the Race 1 can they did earlier in the individual team events. They will go to short course. So that will play into the hands of all the other rivals of Alexandra Headland and Riley Harland. Just starting to give Cooper Williams a bit of a foot tickle there.
I was going to say he's not giving him much at all at the moment. Let's see if he can, on this way home, conserve a little bit of energy. He might make a bit of a push. See if he can even go a different direction. You've got to try something a little bit different here. As I said, you can't let Cooper Williams be tagging in first at the moment. He's around that second can in 1, but he's just not giving him an inch. Look at it again. Cooper Williams just ups that rating.
Yeah, just surges on the way home. Maybe just foxing a little bit with Riley Harland going, if you want to overtake me, overtake me. I've got plenty left in the tank and I'm going to keep moving. We can see BHMP, it's a Slim Reaper. Ethan Callahan there in third spot. Mermaid there in fourth. Swansea Belmont having a belter of a mixed Taplin right now in fifth. So Swansea Belmont, a little club that could there from the Novocastrian area of Newcastle. They are there and they are in fifth spot right now. They would have been set up from Josh Murphy as a lead-off paddler, the most underrated ski paddler in the country, if you do ask me. But it's Super Cooper Williams right now. Alexandra Headlands out in front. Riley Harland trying to get those there. Those long fingers just quite can't tickle those toes anymore.
Yeah, Cooper Williams just starting to streak away a little bit now. Here comes a little bit of a wave and there's Harland. Wow. Oh, he's off the back.
Lifted the head at the wrong time there, but it filled in nicely for him. They look like they're going to get that second one. Again, he's off the back, so he looks like a spent unit right now. Looks like Cooper Williams going to be first to his feet, but the long legs of Riley Harland, they're going to try and chase him down. He's got the better line as well. So that northern left side looks like the best line, and Riley Harland has it also. But it's going to be a run-through transition. It's going to be tag 1-2, BMD Northcliffe, Alexandra Headland. What's it going to be?
Unbelievable swim leg there from Riley Harland. We said he sat there nicely behind Cooper Williams. Maybe he had to use a little bit more energy around leading that all the way, that swim from almost start to finish. But right at the end there, Riley Harland gets down that wave. He's going to tag in first.
Yeah, interesting tactic there from Lani Pallister. She went right up to the top of the transition chute, made the tag early. Riley Harland went the long way, gave us much room for Naomi Scott to swim. The only person that has ever come close to rivaling Lani Pallister is Naomi Scott. How many times have we seen this happen in these mixed Taplins now, Paulie? Northcliffe Alex enter the swim. Naomi Scott versus Lani Pallister. She has the toughest job in the world right now to try and hang with her.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that. She has the toughest job in the world and certainly within this Taplin team. But if anyone's up for her, I think Scotty is. She's an unbelievable surf swimmer, and we can see already Lani going to the front and Scotty's just hanging onto those feet. She's got to do her best. It is a shorter swim, so it is here's going to be the white cans inside the green. The swim race, we talked about it earlier. As soon as we move those out a little bit further, the green cans that really just played into Lani's hands. So maybe Scotty's a big chance here. She can hang on.
Lani tends to go about these races with a lot of strategy built into him as well. But right now, Scott is hanging on to the feet of Lani Pallister. But Lani Pallister tends to just get herself into a groove, but really explodes along the back of the cannon on the way home. And that's where she starts to open up. Look at the power go down now. In the blink of an eye, she turns a metre into 5, and she starts to pull away. Naomi Scott needs to hang tight right now. She needs to be tough.
Yeah, just as we said that, Duff, it looked like Lani Pallister flicked a switch and quite literally just brought in that 6-beat kick, and the stroke rating went up, and we could see that distance start to pull away. That's the power, that's the connection and hold on water that Lani Pallister has. As soon as she decides to flick a switch, you can just see how devastating that can be.
Yeah, don't forget she's got Mum and Dawn Fraser in the crowd right now cheering her on. The spirit of Dawn Fraser, or the power of Dawn Fraser, I should say. She's an imposing figure. She's one of the greats of our Australian swimming Olympic team, if not one of the greats of Australian Olympics in general. She's an absolute superstar, and she is in the corner right now of Lani Pallister. And look at that pulley. That is unbelievable. I'm lost for words. I don't know I keep saying this. I don't know how to describe performance like this anymore, because it's time and time again. I feel like I'm watching the same show, the same channel, the same time. It's Lani Pallister just absolutely obliterating swim fields time and time again.
Yeah, look, and we can't discredit Naomi Scott. She's a former Australian surf race champion, incredibly strong swimmer, and that's just what Lani Pallister can do. So that's the impact, that's the play it makes, and you know what? It's a great ace up the sleeve for Alex. They know that they've always got it there, and when they use it at these big events, it's just devastating. So we can see now the Bluff Bar will have one hand on the bell. Jack Hansen will have the hand on the other. He'll be calling free beers for everyone if they can get the W.
They will be very close to calling around at the Bluff Bar, that is for sure. I think the question being asked on the beach right now by every other rival club that is not Alex Headland is Lani Pallister racing the rest of the year? I would be surprised to see her again this season with the campaign that she is going to put together for the World Aquatics and that, but she tends to turn up on her home beach. She tends to turn up at the Hayden Kenny. She tends to turn up at the big one, the Shannon X9 Ironman Classic. Will we see her at the Manly Open? Will we see her at any of the 7,000 point events? I don't know we will.
Yeah, she's got a big swim campaign coming up, leading into the 28 games. We did see it last year. She took out the Saturday and Sunday of the Shannon X9 Ironman Classic. So,
well, unbelievably last year, Paulie, she won the overall series with only 4 races. It's a best of 5. So with 4 races, she was able to have enough points to take out the overall series as she tags Braden Razor Casamento, and he flies across the sand here. These Bank City trains on day in, day out. This is just another training session for him. He is going to get chased down, though, by Zach Morris, the Australian board champion, back-to-back Australian board champion, I should add. So the quality that BMD Northcliffe Club do have, it just keeps coming, and then it's not going to stop until that last leg, because it's going to be someone like the likes of Hannah Scully or Lana Rogers going to bring it home. So it's not over here for Alexandra Headlands, and it's definitely not over there for BMD Northcliffe. You see Corey Fletcher flying across the sand. We saw him early in the program. We can see as well Mermaid come on through transition, but Braden Casamento is gone. He has flown towards that first can, and he has opened up a sizable lead, all thanks to his club, all thanks to his teammates.
Yeah, Braden Casamento. He had a third place, shall I say, in the board race earlier today. He's without a doubt, one of the most talented board paddlers in the field. But you know what? If there's a man you don't want chasing after you, it's a 2 times board race Australian champion in Zach Morris. So look, Braden just approaches that can now. You can see he has that little look over his right shoulder. You can see Zach Morris. It's not a man you want to be paddling you down. So he's not going to take his foot off the gas here, as we can see already going can to can. Braden did not stay on his belly for long at all. He was up on his knees, just hopping down onto his belly now into that can. And you watch, as time will tell, he'll be back up on those knees, trying to pick up every little bump, milk every little bit of the ocean to get back to that beach and make that final tag.
Well, that's it. I'd be worried for Braden Casamento after watching the performance of Zach Morris's brother Jake Morris run that transition, but Braden Casamento is an unbelievable runner. He puts down the fastest split times at the Coolangatta Gold year in, year out. These long transitions will actually play into his favour, and Zach Morris will not be able to use one of his big weapons, which is his foot speed across the sand. So Braden Casamento linking runs together right now as well. It looks like it's ominous right now for the
rival teams. It looks like Taplin Town are starting to sing out because it's coming home once again. One leg still to go.
Unbelievable there. The way Braden Casamento just, I mean, it is his home beach. He'd know it better than most, but the way he surfed those runs then was just perfectly. He had that board up on a really nice trim. He was surfing that runs down to the north and then cutting back to the south. And he's hit the sand. He's got a nice lead now, flying along that transition. He's almost got there. One hand on the trophy. He's about to go down and make that final tag.
Yeah, it's a big lead right now. He's going to tag partner Emma Woods. Emma Woods is going to finish it off. Woodsy there. She was the Hayden Kenny Classic champion from last year. She finished third in the Iron Woman earlier today. So she is in unbelievable form. You can see there she had a bit of a shoulder injury at the end of the season, but she has come back in great fashion. She has come back in great form and some good skills here on her home beach to get up and over those early ones. Hannah Scully, though, three-time champion of the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series board. She's the one that has the task to try and chase Emma Woods down, but I think it's a margin too big to close.
I think it is a margin too big to close, but I do not want to jinx the Alex Club because, yeah, we've seen Hannah Scully do some crazy things in the ocean. Her surf skills and chasing runs and turning them into waves is like none other. We talked about it earlier. She was going for her fourth series win in a row this season, only to be done by Tiani Massey, but incredibly talented paddler. She's taken out many of the female board races. So, look, again, Emma Woods knows just how dangerous Hannah can be. She would have seen her on the start line and said, I don't want to leave anything to chance.
Not at all. And Emma Woods is in clean water right now, but I was watching in the drone shot. Hannah Scully also got through that shore break nice and clean. So this race is, it's slowly closing the door on this from being over, but it's not over as we speak. As Emma Woods goes towards that race one can, she'll turn. She'll get a good look there at Hannah Scully as she enters a shot right now. Looks can be deceiving. I think that's still a 20 to 30 metre lead, but Emma Woods will get a good look at it right now. She does. She looks back. No, she doesn't. She's got the bit between her teeth. There she goes. She has a little look there. She can see Hannah Scully is motoring. No, this is closing and closing. We saw Braden Casamento had the length of the cans over rival Zach Morris and BMD Northcliffe. That has closed. The gap is narrowing. I don't know there's enough runway for BMD Northcliffe to take out Alexandra Headland, but we will see.
That is a massive lead that they've got at the moment. So Emma Woods, unbelievable paddle there. She's making her way back to the beach. Still down on the belly, but she's chasing those runs perfectly. What a lead that they have over the rest of the field here, Duff. I haven't even seen third and fourth at the moment. I can see, third just approaching that green can now. Fourth only at the first swim can. So what a massive lead that Alex and Northcliffe have put on notice for the rest of the field.
Yeah, they are starting to just run away with the titles now between themselves. So if I look down at my major title sheet right now, Northcliffe themselves have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 major titles. Alex have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this was 7 all for this coming into this one. It looks like Alex is going to make it 8-7. They're going to take the title. They can officially dub themselves Taplin Town again because they've got the most Taplins in this mixed Taplin relay. Ring out the postcode. It's 4572. It's Taplin Town. It's Alex Headland. They're going to take it out. They're going to be your Shaw and Partners Hayden Kenny Classic Surf Classic champions, the mixed Taplin champions. They just get Taplins.
Wowee, there we go. Time and time again they do it. This is going to be an elated, a very happy Alexandra Headland Surf Club there. No doubt the VIP box, Hayden Kenny and Grant Kenny would be cheering their lungs out right now as Emma Woods takes the tape.
They do it with ease in the end, don't they? What a star-studded team it was for the local beach. If I look back through the history now, they have won the 2021, 2022 and 2025 version of this. So they have won 3 Taplins on their home beach. They are starting to go horses for courses. You want to come into our beach, you want to come into our town and take the Taplin away from us, you're going to have to do it the hard way. The hard way is trying to take them down. Massive performance, though, from BMD Northcliffe. They pushed them all the way. BHMP, they round out that podium. They are your top 3. It would be no surprise to anyone if Newport come across in 4. They are the 4 clubs of the mixed Taplin that have won it in the major titles. They are the dominance of that. It does look like, though, coming into screen, it's going to be, is that Maroochydore coming across the line in 4th spot? Potentially Maroochydore coming across the line in 4th spot. Joshy on the beach with the winners.
Woods Big win on the home stretch at Sand. That one must feel good. You said it was over before you even got in there, but Scully pushed you the entire way. She found a few on the back end. Did you feel the stress?
No, not really. The crew before me had a really good start, and I knew I just had to hang on. Scully's always a good competitor. You can't cut her out, but I think Alex knowing the home beaches and the bumps that I had a pretty good advantage coming home.
You guys talk a big game, but you deliver when it matters most. What's it mean to this club to race this event?
I think the team events for this club is probably more special than any individual that we would ever get. Just the culture and everything the club's got going at the moment is really special, and I think that's the momentum we carry into our racing.
Who you got to thank? Obviously, big crew of support behind you.
I'd just like to thank our head coach, Jack, and obviously our side coaches as well, the club and all our supporting sponsors and all that as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. The home club wins the final event of the Shaw and Partners Hayden Kenny Classic. Alexandra Headland is Taplin Town.
Thank you.
Oh, Paulie, what an afternoon we have had of surf sports action, the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series. It's the home of surf sports this summer. It's been an absolute blockbuster as we see the replay right now. Lani Pallister, the absolute superstar she is. She put herself right out there and lifted the team up on her shoulders. Her star-studded teammates around her, though. BMD Northcliffe put up the fight. They took it to Alexandra Headland, but they didn't have enough firepower in the arsenal to try and take them out. And it was Taplin Town. They've been dubbed Taplin Town for a couple of years now, and they're Taplin Town for a reason. They just keep delivering. Paulie, we've had a lot of fun this afternoon. Have you got a highlight of the afternoon for me?
Yeah, Duff, it's been a fantastic afternoon and a blockbuster start to the major events, the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series, Hayden Kenny Classic. I've had a great day. Look, I loved to see Joey Collins back at the top of that podium there. Big win for him. Quiet season last year, so it's great to see him on top, and I hope he can continue with it and roll on all summer.
Well, that's it. We saw plenty of athletes break through for their first 10,000-point victory and their first wins in the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series. But it was BMD Northcliffe off the top of the program, with Lana Rogers and Joe Collins taking that one out. In the board, it was Lizzie Wellborn and Matt Bevilacqua. I think one of the races of the day, though, was in the women's ski field, where Newport went 1, 2 and 3. It's the YT and GG girls trifecta. But I think maybe battle of the day between Jackson Collins and Harrison Torrens, the biff and the bash around those turning cans. I would not want to be Harrison Torrens if I was out there, Paulie.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. What a fantastic opening blockbuster race for the summer season up. So yeah,
but I think all spoils today go to the host party, the host club. They put on a big show. They put on an absolute blockbuster for us. And in the swim races, it was Lani Pallister and Cooper Williams that took out the overall championship. They took out the victory. They then back it up. They have a podium place in the youth mixed Taplin, and then they ring the bell for Taplin Town in 4572. That is the postcode of Taplin Town. If anyone wants to put in their mail, put in their orders, send them all the way there. But it's been an absolute blockbuster afternoon. Paulie, it's a big summer ahead of us. We turn our attentions to the Glenelg Sprint Challenge. 7,000 points up for grabs down in South Australia, and it's very, very important that the athletes make their way down to South Australia and get those points, because there's a lot that could be going to the overall season.
Yeah, absolutely. We both headed down there last year, Duff, and we'll be doing it again this year. It was a fantastic event last year, and as you said, 7,000 points up for grabs. I know Matt Bevilacqua and Tiani Massey will be looking to try and go back-to-back titles. They'll be heading down there, and it just goes a long way for the overall series point score. So I'm excited for it. 2 more weeks, we'll be back for Glenelg.
That's right. It won't be long, and we'll be racing again. We'll see our champions there, Alexandra Headland. They take out the mixed Taplin relay. They will get all of the spoils, and they get the title there of the mixed Taplin champions, the Taplin Town. They can keep that title for a little bit longer. My unofficial scorecard is 8 Taplin wins now with $10,000. 8 Taplin wins now for Taplin Town, 7 to BMD Northcliffe, $10,000 for the club. I'd say they've taken away a bit of prize money on their home beach today, but a big summer. In the new year, we will go down to Manly for the 10,000, and we finish wrapping it up the final weekend of the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series. It's a double header. It's the Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic Sunset. Paulie, if that's been fun, if that's been it, it's been fun. Until next time.
Mention earlier, 1966, this man won the first ever Australian